welcome everybody to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All, the show for Panther fans by Panther fans. That's right. If you would like to be a part of the conversation, you can always do so by jumping into the StreamYard. The link has been posted and pinned to the top of the YouTube chat, also to the top of the Facebook chat. It's in the description below both videos. This is a show for Panther fans to talk about the Panther news of the day. And boy, oh boy, do we have news today, man. We have just re-signed Derrick Brown to a big-time contract, saving up some free agent dollars in the process. We're going to talk all about the ins and outs of it here today, but you already know I'm going to do it with my boys first and foremost. You know him, you love him. He might tell you to shut the hell up. It's Panther Pickle. What's up?
Man, Derrick Brown got paid.
Big paid.
And
Bank.
Big Derrick Brown, Panther Pickle might need some help, brother. Share the money.
You
shit.
know, he said, help a brother out.
Derrick Brown deserves what he got. I heard people online on Twitter talking about this is the money that we should have gave to that other guy in New York. And I was sending messages to the fans with that opinion. Shut the hell up, you dumb sons of bitches!
Damn, Pickle.
That's what
it's
I
like a sonic blast through my computer.
That's exactly what them boys is.
All right,
but you believe that? You's a dumb sons of bitch.
Well, look, man, we have obviously a very opinionated panel, and that's what the free for all is for, baby. Let your opinions be known. Next up, we got the brand ambassador himself waving the C3 flag high and mighty for the world to see. It's my brother Don Diesel Scales. What's up, dude?
Let's go, Cody. Another Friday free for all here with all our C3 brethren. We're going to have a great time just like we did last night on the Space. We had an interactive Spaces hosted by Panther Pickle where we did a full 2-round mock draft, picking every pick for every team. We had a lot of laughs and a lot of fun, and we invite you guys to join us next time. Along with that, we dropped a video today for super fans only, and we invite you to become a C3 super fan for only $1.99 a month. You can get exclusive content put out by C3, like the wide receiver draft talk that we did just a few days ago that dropped today. Make sure you watch that video and become a C3 super fan. Back to you, Cody.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I appreciate that that promo there. Yeah, listen, we're breaking down draft prospects this year. We did the first 4 big-time wide receiver prospects that are in line for maybe the Panthers to draft. So check that out, man, for $1.99 a month. We're going to do more receivers, and we're going to do the defensive side of the football. There's some incredible corners available in the draft. There's some good D linemen. Bro, there's just about everything that the Panthers could need available to them, hopefully at the start of the second round, man. We appreciate y'all. Hit that join button for only $1.99 a month. Y'all make it happen. We appreciate you. Next up, my man, Jake the Snake, F.U., man. He's a staple of the free-for-all. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Chilling, smoking, and ready to talk football with you guys, bro. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Man, happy to have you with us once again. And next up, my man's a little bit earlier than normal. He said he wanted to jump in on it early to let his opinion be known. My brother, Kyle. Kyle, what's up, dude?
Shit, chilling, Cody. Just having another wonderful Friday, man. Like you said, I'm normally on the late night because obviously – I'm still at work, but I'll be in and out. I definitely wanted to talk my shit.
I won't tell if you don't, brother. I promise.
That's
kind of swagged out.
Yes, sir. Well, man, we appreciate y'all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell for every single time the C3 Panthers podcast goes live. Gentlemen, you already know what's on the docket. Derrick Brown has been extended by the Carolina Panthers, a 4-year, $96 million deal with more than $63 million guaranteed. Congratulations to the big dog, Derrick Brown. But gentlemen, how do we feel about this, man? It's a Friday. Y'all just jump onto it. Whoever wants it first.
All right.
Go ahead, Pickle.
Y'all shy today. So shout out to Big Derrick Brown. There's some really good videos out there that show him. One of them's on NFL Network that shows him, or anyway, it's NFL.com, that dominating folks. And for people that want to criticize because he's not high in sacks, y'all need to watch these videos and understand half the sacks and half of the pressures these other guys got. They only got that because the quarterbacks was moving out of the way because these offensive linemen getting their ass whooped.
Yeah, getting destroyed. And by the way, like, am I wrong in this? But when we drafted Derrick Brown, who was expecting that he would be the primary pass rusher on the team? Like, that was literally never what you drafted him to do.
And he wasn't that in college.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And to also say that he doesn't have the potential to maybe add more pass rush to his arsenal in the future, now that they're going to try and add more pieces around him, especially at outside linebacker. I don't know. It just seems to me like everything on our defense happens through and around Derrick Brown. And that's why I've always said he was the more important defensive lineman that the Carolina Panthers had on their team. More important than Brian Burns, man. He makes stuff happen in the middle of that defensive line, man. And I'm happy that we did this. I'm happy for him. And this also frees up around, I believe, now we're at $11.8 million in free cap space that we could still sign or still use for maybe a Stephon Gilmore, the rest of our draft class. I'm loving these moves, man. I think this is a great addition. Now you're not having to refill that position in the draft or in later rounds of free agency. I'm loving this, man.
He's a dog.
Brandon Tillis is a dog. Who's a dog? Doing this extension for Brian Burns and freeing up we had 4 and now we've got 11, freeing up a good bit of money there, almost $8 million for the Panthers to move forward and maybe bring in a Gilmore, like you said. That $11 million would be about perfect for him, and they still got some more. I'm sure he's got some more tricks up his sleeve left to sign the draft class. Typically, they say it's around $10 million to sign the draft class, but we've looked at some figures where there's some tricks and trades there that it may not even take that much. And along with that, we don't have a first-round pick, so that cuts down on that as well. So I would love to bring in Gilmore in here, but Brandon Tillis has just done a great job so far. I didn't really think he would play this prominent of a role for the Panthers this soon into the free agency period or in the off season, if you will. And I'm really impressed with how he's managing the books. I mean, this is night and day between what we saw from Amir Suleiman signing void years like it's free money handed out here for the Panthers, paying these guys years after. And let's give a shout out to Dan and Dave, that pair. I'm glad they went through the trouble of getting Derrick Brown signed. They didn't have to do that. They're under a long contract, at least Dave Canales is. He's got a lot of time. He could have just come in here and said, scorched earth, if you're not my guy, then I don't want you. And he could have just traded Derrick Brown for some draft capital and picked somebody he liked better in the draft. But that's not what he did. He said, this is a guy that is important to these Panthers. This is a guy that's important in our locker room. This is a guy that knows what keep pounding means. This is a guy that's coming off a Pro Bowl season. Let's make sure we take care of him and get him paid. And Dan Morgan and Dave Canales are doing a much better job than what I expected. And it doesn't mean that we're going to, make the playoffs next year. It doesn't mean that we're going to win 10 games. But what it means is at least we're taking some steps in the right direction. It feels like we have some competent people that are in control now, Cody.
It really does, man. And, Deez, you mentioned Brant Tillis, and shout out to C3 First and Goal on Twitter. He says, appreciation post for Mr. Tillis. Not only did extending Derrick Brown create $8 million more in cap space, according to Over the Cap, but it puts the Panthers at $11.4 million in available cap space. It feels for the first time ever like we have a cap space guru in our front office that knows how to navigate these deals. And if you think about how much of the defensive tackle market has ballooned over the past couple of years, what seems expensive right now is ultimately going to be very cheap in the coming years. And many people said this is what they wanted to do with Brian Burns sooner, instead of waiting until the final moment to assign the contract for the player that you want. Get it done a little bit early, as opposed to either too late or never getting it done at all. I think that's an important detail. And I think that's also Dan Morgan. Give him some credit for learning from the sins of the past of the old regime and how they messed things up for the Panthers, and how they're trying to do it different here in the future, man. I think that's a big deal. Pickle, you're muted, but I'm gonna go to Kyle real quick and get Kyle in on the action. Talk to me, Kyle. How you feeling?
Oh, bet. So Tillis is doing so much good work, man. Like, it isn't it like, oh, it's almost polarizing as a Panther fan to be like, oh my God, so this is what a competency in the front office looks like, you know, and I don't have some jackass going on my TV saying, oh yeah, we're in on every deal. You know, it's awesome. This is great, you know, so big shout out to Tillis and Dan and Dave getting things done. They're really showing that they have the intelligence to be better than just selling the fans and the public an idea of how to win. And they're selling a plan. You know, they're not just selling an idea.
Yeah, they seem very well formulated, very well thought out. Hey, my man Anthony's back in the building, bro. What's up, dude?
What's going on, boys?
Doing good, brother. Talking about this Derrick Brown extension. And Ant, before I get your opinion on the extension, to give everybody some more details, Derrick Brown landed a 4-year, $96 million extension with $41.165 million fully guaranteed at signing, and some 2026 money, around $13 million vesting in 2025. Good cash flow too. He'll get $49 million over the first and 72 over the first 3. This is a big move. Ant, how you feeling about it, bro?
Yeah, obviously I'm feeling great. I've called in many times in the past couple of weeks and said the only really other thing I want to see Dan Morgan do is extend Derrick Brown, and he did it for a good price too. Listen, I think that Derrick Brown is an elite player. I think he's an elite run stuffer, and I've been on this train for 2 years. Even with Brian Burns having that 12-sack season, I still thought Derrick Brown was the best player on the defense, and I think he deserves it, man. This is what we got to do to keep good players here, and I think this also shows that Dan Morgan is, if he's going to sign a player, he's not going to trade him. I don't think that's his motto. Like with what we did with DJ Moore, I didn't like that, how we gave him a deal, then we traded him. I don't think that's going to fly anymore. I love this deal, man. I'm glad he's going to be here, and I hope he maybe wants to pick up JC's option, but my big thing from this is I think he's trying to gauge out who is going to be on this team long term, and I think he kind of wants to put a bunch of guys on prove-it deals. But in terms of Derrick Brown, man, yeah, he deserved this 100%. I think this is a great deal, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I do too, and I'm really glad to have Derrick Brown re-signed on this team. I know one of my favorite moments that I've had watching the Panthers was going to one of the games, not last year, but the year before, where it was a salute to service game, and a lot of the players running out in the field were carrying flags. And I remember Derrick Brown was the first one, and he was carrying that keep pounding flag when he ran onto the field. Other guys had like the American flags and other military flags and things like that, but Derrick Brown chose to carry the flag of keep pounding. And I think he embodied that more than any other player on this team last year, to amass over 100 tackles from the defensive tackle position in a 3-4, making tackles 15 yards up the field when our safety, like Von Bell's, missing those tackles. But then Derrick Brown comes in and clean it up and hustling to be a big guy, over 300 pounds, 330 is what they said he weighed last year, and to make those long runs downfield. You just don't see other players give that type of effort, Pickle, and to see them finally reward a player who believes in the Panthers and has fought so hard for us last season, it's got to warm your heart in some kind of way.
Exactly, and it does. So, shout out to the gentleman who posted that. I'm not 100% certain that available cap space is correct, or at least I can't find it. He told me where it was, but I can't see it. So, even I went to Spotted Track, but nonetheless, this is an excellent deal for Derrick Brown, and it puts him right up in the neck of the some of the best as far as defensive tackles out there. There was a site pulled up earlier that named them all. He's like in the third or fourth right now with top defensive linemen in the draft and paid as far as tackles. And it goes to show you that the defensive tackle position, who was once an afterthought, is no longer an afterthought, because it goes back to the old saying, if you collapse the interior of the pocket, your quarterback has nowhere to go. Henceforth, look at Carolina Panthers offensive line last year. Our interior couldn't hold up. Bryce couldn't step into the pocket. It made our entire year go bad. So just remember that. Interior pressure sometimes is the best pressure.
That's what they say. The interior pressure is the worst kind of pressure to get.
We paid the right guy, y'all. I mean, honestly, we paid a guy that didn't give up at all last year, or at any point that he played. We're getting a guy that didn't get locked up by fullbacks or tight ends. We're getting one of the very few dogs that we have on our team signed for the long haul. I absolutely love this for Derrick Brown. I love this for the organization. I love it for us.
I've got some holes in my yard where Alvin Kamara landed last year when Derrick Brown down in New Orleans throwed his ass all the way back here in Tennessee. So I can prove them to you. There's in massive holes in the yard.
Or how about
but we'll not say about that. Go ahead.
Or how about when he chased Michael Thomas in the through the tunnel? That was
yeah. See that's the dog to me, and that's not just a dog. He chased Michael Thomas in the tunnel because he says you're not going to be that disrespectful to my Panthers. That's
in our house.
Guy. In our house,
yeah.
You ain't going to do that. That's my guy. I don't recall a lot of folks in our recent history. I've never seen Brian Burns do that. I've never seen a lot of folks in the past do that. As far as stepping up. Now I've seen folks, but not in the recent past. You understand? But that right there means a lot to me, because it goes back to something Thomas Davis used to say: defend our dirt. We ain't defended our dirt in a long time. So long that it's actually almost not even our dirt anymore. All right, because we need to defend our dirt, and we ain't defended our dirt. And Derrick Brown has been trying to defend our dirt almost by himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I say shout out to Derrick Brown for almost catching a charge for the Panthers. That's not exactly something I'm willing to do, Pickle. Running back into the opponent's locker room to settle a score and make somebody shut the hell up, as you would say. Anthony was talking about the contract a little bit. He said something about, if we had waited 2 more years or something like that, if we look back on this contract in 2 more years, we're going to see how just amazing it is. And I agree with that 100%, Anthony. The fact of the matter is, if we had waited even 1 more season to re-sign Derrick Brown, he could make the Pro Bowl again next year. And imagine what that price tag would have been.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just like paying players early. Like, once they prove it, like, you got to pay them early. Like, we did this. Right. They did that with DJ Moore. They did that with Cam Newton. And, I mean, they all worked out except, But, I mean, like, hey, this is going to work out. And I'm just tired of having these, like, will they pay him, won't they pay him conversations. It's like, we're a small market team. You got to pay the best players. And they did that. So I have no complaints with this. Kyle said it earlier. We just have competency. That's all it really it's so shocking to fans because we've had such bad GMs and bad front offices. Like, hey, these are just people that know football 101 pretty much. Like, these are just people that know the simple things to do when you are managing a football team. I'm not surprised. Like, I said this on Twitter today. I think Dan Morgan's done a really, really solid job so far. But we all know that the bread and butter comes in on April 27th or whatever it is. That's when we'll really see how he's done this offseason. But yeah,
technical difficulties, everybody. Sorry about that. No, I mean, I was listening to what you were saying at the end there. Go ahead, Anthony. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was just saying, like, listen, man. Derrick Brown, I like Derrick Brown. Like, and it's kind of funny. I've told this story before. I was one of the people on Instagram. I actually DM'd him and was like telling him he was a bust and shit. Like, I take full responsibility. I was completely wrong, and he's turned out to be one of my favorite players. So yeah, I mean, Listen, I'm happy this is done. I just hope we can draft some players, man.
Did he ever respond, Anthony, to your message?
No, yeah, he responded, and then I met him twice. I met him twice in person afterwards, and I cleaned all that shit up. But yeah, he did respond.
Yeah, you delivered him some Chick-fil-A or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good times,
and it's funny how fans will do that. You know, I once was chatting with somebody, and in the chat, it was on Twitter, Thomas Davis' wife, and I admitted that I was one of these guys who thought he should retire after his third torn ACL because he honestly doesn't have the body to stay in the NFL long term. And she blocked me, and then he blocked me, and I'm still blocked by both of them. And I have since changed my attitude a long time ago, but I still remain blocked by both of them. So, it's amazing, and not just that, but it's amazing how you make an opinion about a player early, and then later on, they turn it around. You know, let's all remember that when we look at the previous draft class this past year, preconceived notions of this guy's a bust, that guy's a bust. Well, we don't know that yet. We really don't know that yet.
I'm telling y'all, I think that's going to be Bryce Young next year. After this year, I really think he's gonna have a solid season.
I want him to have a Pro Bowl season, and I said this the other day. The only reason why I want that to happen, and I like him. Don't misunderstand that, but the biggest reason I want that to happen, so me and several other of my C3 boys can strut their shit all over social media and in other podcasts and say, "We told your ass so." So sit back in your corner and shut the hell up.
Go ahead, D. You're gonna say something.
Oh no, that Pickle got me all messed up. He's got me all excited now about strutting and gloating about Bryce Young, and I understand where he's coming from. He's just, man, if he just has a decent season, if he just has a season where he doesn't look bad. If he just has a season where we look competent and we're competitive in games, like Dave Canales was saying, I'm thrilled. I'm over the top happy. I don't care. If the Panthers win 3 games, but we lose 5 of them by 3 points. Then, man, that's a great year for the Panthers. You know what I mean? It's not going to take a lot to make me feel like we're heading the right direction.
I want to bring this up. Oh, go ahead, Jake. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I just want him to have a 3,000 yard passing season. That's the whole.
He will.
Go ahead, Anthony.
He will. No, he will. For sure. But I want to bring this up, and this is the guy that I was most excited about when we hired him, and Dee's kind of covered it a little bit. Was Brant Tillis? I mean, I knew that guy was going to come in here and do his work. He's miles better than Samir Suleiman was. You just see the way a lot of these contracts are. It's like, damn. You think let's just think about this for a second, right? Brian Burns wanted $30 million. Because he's like, what other reason would I stay in Carolina? You'd think that Derrick Brown would have gotten more money from us, but he didn't. because Brant Tillis knows what he's doing. And that's great to have. It's great to have people like that in the front office. Like, it goes a long way, I'm telling you. Because our cap situation for these next couple years, guys, we're going to have a lot of cap space, I'm telling you. Like, there is literally only one guy on this roster now who has, or I'd say there's like 3 players on this roster who have big extensions. Everyone else is on a prove-it deal or is at the end of the deal and they're not going to be re-signed. I'm telling y'all, we'll be able to bring in some solid players next year, man. We just got to suck it up through this year.
Yes, sir. And that actually brings me to my next question, Anthony. Now that we're sitting at, I believe it's $11.4 million in free agent money. Keep in mind, I think you need around like $5 or $6 million, somewhere around there to sign your draft class. But what do you guys think that we need to do with the rest of this free agent money that we have laying around now?
Sign Gilmore.
Yeah, you already know it, Kyle. You already know it, bro.
That's 100%. That's all we need to do is just sign Gilmore. I mean, that's the last veteran piece that we need that we can't shore up in the first couple of picks.
Yeah, seems pretty ubiquitous. Everybody thinks that needs to be the next signing, man. Have a return home for Gilly. For Jadeveon Clowney, man.
So if you sign Gilmore, and I like Gilmore, if you sign Gilmore, what if after the draft somebody gets released that you really want, and you've tied up your cap already? Because it's happened.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it.
I'd live with it, Pickle. To be honest with you, I'd live with it.
Okay. Right. I mean, because if you're re-signing Gilmore, then you're drafting a corner in the 3rd or the 4th round to be your developmental piece. So, I mean, there might be a guy that you want, but at the same time, I'm okay with dealing with the evil that we already know.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, real quick, shout out to Eric Claire in the chat from 704 Charlotte Bound. So if you would like to join the show, Claire, you're more than welcome. Talking about how she has some low expectations for Bryce. Expectations have never been lower. We'll see, man. We'll see what they're able to do. I mean, they revamped the O-line to a degree. They might still draft a center. We might still get some weapons. I mean, I think that Brant Tillis and Dan Morgan have done everything that you could ask them to. You know what I mean? I think that if you believe in Bryce or don't believe in Bryce, you have to put the pieces around him. And it feels as though that's what they're going to do. I know a lot of Panther fans were pissed off when they saw what the Buffalo Bills traded Stephon Diggs for, and everybody was like, "Oh man, how come we couldn't do that?" One, ain't no way in hell Stephon Diggs would have ever wanted to come to Carolina.
He ain't
and then,
yeah,
I mean, he wanted to go play with CJ Stroud, man. I mean, could you blame him? Shit.
Shout out to Reese Claire, and we hung out a little bit down there at training camp, and we had a lot of fun that day. Met with a lot of people, and
great time.
I just want to. Shout out to some folks who think otherwise. You got to remember, some folks, Panther fans, are not necessarily, when they're happy and they're enjoying, and some folks think, well, you're blind because you think you're going to the Super Bowl. No, that's not really it. A lot of the fans don't think we know we're not going to the Super Bowl. We have realistic expectations of what this team is. Ask us. We like the moves that's taking place. We like the real contracts that are being handed out. We like the fact that we're actually doing something instead of sitting in a corner crying because of what happened in the past. The past is a past. I don't like half the shit that happened either, but I'm not going to stand in every podcast and cry about it. I tuned into a podcast today. All they were doing was crying about the past.
Yeah.
I turned them off. There's enough crying. Live, learn, and move your ass on.
I just want to say this because this is off topic for a sec. But with Stephon Gilmore, guys, he's 33 years old. Like, he's just going to be here for a year to mentor some young guys. That's literally it. And he's still a solid player. But to Pickle's point, man, I listen, when I was texting you guys in the chat today, I was not telling you guys how to fan. All right, that's not who I am. I was just telling y'all, like Pickle just said, remember, we just went 2-15. it's hard to just expect some big turnaround. But
Yeah.
I do like what we do. That just because I like what we do doesn't mean, oh yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. No, that doesn't mean that. And then with Diggs, I mean, hey man, I don't really like what they did. I mean, I get they did it for Stroud, but they took 3 years off his deal and they put it all on this year. So he's like a 1-year rental essentially. And the dude's 31. I'm glad we didn't go after him if he was just going to be like a 1-year rental. I'm telling y'all again, we have tons of cap space. We can go sign a young guy next year. Or I've been saying this, if the front office is so worried about receiver, then you should be in the Brandon Ayuk talks, because based on what these other guys are going for, you could probably trade him for one of those top 40 picks.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder if Stephon Diggs is going for a second round in 2025 or whatever the hell it is, then what would Brandon Ayuk cost? And would it just be worth it to go and get that kind of a receiver for Bryce? I mean, look, they're all legitimate, man. Like, hey, if anyone believes that the Panthers are going to be a playoff team, you're allowed to think that. But especially after these hell years that we've been through, I don't blame anyone for saying that, hey, I'm not going to believe any of this shit till I see it. I've heard this song and dance before. I'm not mad at that. And to clarify, though, are you saying that Gilly is too old and that we should pass on it to try and sign younger down the road? Or are you okay with signing him for like a 1 to 2 year deal to kind of be that veteran stopgap in the meantime?
No, I was saying like he's at the end of the road. This is going to be his last stop. He's like, we're not going to, like, in terms of the money thing, guys, he's only going to demand like $6 to $8 million. That's nothing. So, yeah, if we pay him for 2 years, man, it's also this too. Like, I never liked CJ Henderson or Dante Jackson, but they are gone, right? So someone, and JC's still a young player. This is his like fourth year, something. Yeah, I think it's his fourth year. Like, he's still a young player. We need another veteran in there if we draft a Nate Wiggins, if we draft someone, like, they need to kind of be there to oversee how a man-to-man coverage corner does his thing, because that's what Evero's defense is when he has the players, that's the type of stuff he runs. That's when Patrick Surtain broke out in 2021 with Ejiro Evero. So I think we're going to see that this year, and I still think he's a good player. All I was saying was he's not a long-term solution, and I think we all know that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's his fifth year, though, right? Going to his fifth year?
JC Horn? No, this is his fourth.
I thought he was going to his fifth year, and they had till.
Bro, it seems wild to me that we're already on year 4, man. It feels like just the other, a year or two ago we were drafting dude, and now he's in year 4. That's wild to me, man.
Let me clear up real quick, Jake.
And then I'm gonna introduce someone when you're done.
If he's on year 4, we have the draft. A week after we have the draft, they have to give him the 5th-year option for next year, or they can't give him one at all. That's the situation they were stuck when they.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was.
They were stuck with, Now that being said, I think CJ's 5th-year option is around $12 million. I think they should pick that 5th year up. But if they decide not to, it could be what they do in the draft. If you sign Gilly for a couple more years, and I like Gilly, don't misunderstand my previous. I just want folks to understand what Anthony was saying. He's a temporary guy. He's not a guy you're going to sign to a 3-4 year deal and expect him to be a day one starter for the rest of his career. That's unrealistic. But he may can start. So
Pickle, if we don't pick up his 5th year option, then that truly means what I was saying earlier. I think Dan would rather have him prove that he can stay healthy and then pay him a proper contract, just like Deontay Johnson, than to spend $12 million on him, and him get hurt just because that's like, oh, we just wasted $12 million. Even though he's
Yeah, you also got the salary, the franchise. You can still, even if you don't pick up the 5th-year option, you can still franchise him.
Yeah, but yeah, and let me clarify something too. I talked to Miss Claire a lot, and listen, the best way I can describe this Bryce situation is that even if he doesn't pan out, we still need to set up the next guy with a good situation. I think that's what
Right.
like people understanding. And like I personally I think he will I think he can still be a good quarterback. I just think that last year everyone completely looks at him different because of how bad he was. But I mean, guys, they were saying the same stuff about Trevor Lawrence in the first year, man. It's hard. It's hard to overcome a lot of adversity, like by the situation that he was in last year. So I just want to see what he can do when the sink isn't ship. Sink isn't. I mean, the ship isn't sinking, man.
Yeah, something like that. I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on,
good.
let me introduce somebody that's been waiting to be introduced for a minute. Let me welcome my Clemson brother, Evan Sports Talk, to the show. Evan, what's up, dude? How you feeling about this new Derrick Brown extension?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I'm happy they did it. It shows change in this front office and the fact that we are a little bit more competent of a front office because we are actually keeping our homegrown talent around. And I like it, and I'm happy that he's going to be here for the next 4 years. Doesn't his rookie contract still count for this year, and then his other contract starts next year, like 2025?
Who?
For Derrick
Derrick
Brown.
Brown?
Yeah, yes, this is an
Yeah,
extension onto his rookie deal.
Yeah, it's and now here's what they explained it on NFL radio. You have he'll still get the his current tag still's there. It's not going away. They didn't redo it. This is added on to that. So you take what he's supposed to make on the tag this year, or the 5th-year option this year, and you add that what he just signed after that. So a lot of people's got that misunderstood. They're not replacing that. It's just added on to it.
Yeah, I like that. And then one thing on Gilmore too is I do feel like his deal will be kind of like Clowney's deal, not money-wise, but at least like a 2-year deal, just because that just seems like what it's going to be for him is just a 2-year deal, and then maybe he's here for the rest of his career and retires a Panther.
Right.
Yeah. Well, man, I think that's true of Stephon Gilmore if he signs here. I think we're the last stop for Jadeveon Clowney, to be honest with you. I mean, listen, I think that's kind of we're probably the last stop for Adam Thielen. Like, look, I said it jokingly the other week, but we're like the retirement home for the NFL, man. Like, this is where NFL careers come to wind down. But
I mean, Jared Allen came here and retired pretty much.
Yeah, man. So it's like there is that air about it, man, where it's like people want to come here and finish out their career in Carolinas. That doesn't mean that we can't be somewhat of a surprise team, but I mean, these are older guys, and they're clearly a stopgap from Panther teams of yesteryear to whatever this team is going to be in the future. And I think that's pretty important too.
Cody, if I may say real quick, Derrick Brown's 5th-year option this year is 11.7. The 11.7 you're seeing is exactly what he was supposed to make. He didn't re-sign the 5th-year option to make less money. It's a 5th-year option. That was what he was supposed to make, is 11.7 million. And the contract he signed is after that. So, like I said, I don't think that the shout out to him. I mean, no disrespect, my friend. I just think you're I think you're incorrect, and I think the guy you heard to First and Goal.
It's a 5-year deal now. That's what it is. It's like it's literally you just add on 4 years to what he's making now.
Yeah, and I know some folks But I just think I don't think I think I know originally you heard that off somebody else. I'm not gonna I was going to, but I'm not gonna put that guy's name out here on this website. I just think that I know he said that in his podcast. I think he's incorrect. I'm gonna wait until Over the Cap or Spot a Track releases the official number, and then I'll go from there for my own
All right.
personal reasons. So
Let me introduce somebody into the show. This man has his own show at 704 Charlotte Bound Show. It is my friend Twan Don back on the Free for All. Twan, what's up, dude?
Mm-hmm. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man?
What's
Chilling,
up,
man.
Twan?
How'd you feel about
Yeah.
this Derrick Brown extension, Big Twan?
It makes sense to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I was, I made the campaign for him leaving as well, but I said if we keep him, either way, it was going to be good for me either way, because if we got rid of him and picked up, what we were going to get from him, or if he stayed because of how good he is and how he's getting better each and every year, it was a win-win with him. If I was the Panthers, I would have gave him a little bit more guarantee money just to set the market and let people know that, look, it's a new leaf over here. We're going to actually try to take care of players. And if you come here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was, first of all, we should all be grateful to know that it doesn't happen often where we raise a player that we drafted and extend him. That's a rare moment. That's a rare moment.
We paid DJ Moore,
Yeah.
and then they shipped him off the next year. It
Yeah,
made no
it's
sense.
a rare moment. So it's like that gave me hope that, okay, so it's some different things going on. Look, man, so far I like the things that Dan Morgan is doing. I'm definitely not on the people that's criticizing him. I like what's happening. I don't really think that. I just heard Cody say, we're seeming like the place where people are coming to wind down their careers.
They come to Carolina to end their careers, Twan. What the hell, bro?
Well, yeah, but in the past, it's been we were getting people that were hurt and like on their last leg type of in their careers. They would just come here to try to get the last bit of money they could get. We were like a rehab center.
right.
These guys seem to be in good health. These guys seem to be in good health. And I mean, look, I'm not a guy, and me and Pickle have talked about this before, man. I don't get caught up in the age thing. As long as you are performing at a high level, is all that matters to me. So
why do you think that Chris Jones is like going to be 31? Why do you think he got a 5-year deal? Because he's like the best D lineman in the league right now. So like, age doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter, man.
If you are that guy, or you're playing at a high level, that is all that matters to me. If you're not injury prone, those things matter. So, man, I'm excited for what's going on. Like again, Pickle and the several others have taught me in the past, and just with everything good going on, I still have to see it.
Yeah,
I'm not making any calls until I see it. Panthers have hurt my feelings too much.
Yeah, and we've been here before. We've been amping up and hyping up what people, or what Federer did in the draft, and just for it to go wrong. No, I understand that, man. I
the
get why somebody would want to be
blueprint and all the hype videos ain't gonna get us this year, man. It's like that's nice.
Well, I mean, listen, I feel like we're really not going to know what kind of expectations to have until we see our draft. Like if we come away with a good draft, then it's like, okay, maybe we can be competitive. I don't think any of us are reasonably expecting to win the division. That's kind of wild. I don't think any of us are expecting even a wild card. But there were times last year where it just seemed like the Panthers' offense, and at times the defense, but definitely more so the offense, was just lifeless. Dead on arrival, no energy. And we have to do something about that this year. If they're able to take a step up in a meaningful way, add some more weapons, bro, get a center in this draft, get a linebacker in this draft, even get another corner, and we might be cooking with gas with some young talented players for the foreseeable future. But
And one of the things is now, based on what you said, now when we bring those new guys in through the draft, and if we build a draft up, man, like I'll be more excited. But now we got quality guys on the team that when those new guys come in, they can learn from these guys, man. Because we got guys that have come from teams that win. You know what I'm saying? And somebody Super Bowls and deep in the draft. Now they got that bridge. They got a bridge.
Right.
So
right.
It's looking on the up and up. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Twan. I agree 100%. It's a step in the right direction. That's why a lot of
it was the blind leading the blind before, bro.
Exactly. And shout out to those, to Dan Morgan and Brandon Tillis. They're steering this boat in the right direction. This train is headed on track.
What up, D's?
What up, Twan? You were talking about leadership, and we were talking about bringing in a Gilmore in here to help guide this secondary, and I think that's a great idea. And I watched, a few little interviews with Clowney. The most recent one was Darren Gant. The Panthers put that out and asked the old man. I believe they put that out today. It was only a 5-minute video, but an interview with Clowney, and I could just feel the leadership coming off this guy. I could feel the experience and the confidence coming off this guy. And I have to feel like that confidence is something that can radiate throughout the locker room and hopefully give some confidence to some of these young players to really start to develop for us. We haven't seen that in these past few seasons, Twan, and that's what we need. We need somebody to grab that locker room by the reins. And how can you say that a man that had 25 tackles in the Super Bowl isn't the guy to lead this team in that direction? It doesn't mean we're going to be gangbusters next year, but if we can start to bring back that kind of culture and that kind of winning mentality to the Panthers, that's step one, Twan. And step one is what we're looking for, in my opinion.
Man, I couldn't have said it no better, brother. I can't say nothing else after that. I think you should wrap the show up, Cody.
I mean, hey, but like, are we all? So I mean, Twan, I was asking earlier. Everybody wants to sign Stephon Gilmore. Like, is that just?
I want it too.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like everybody wants that now. Like, that's just the easiest next step.
You know why, Cody? I'm gonna tell you why. And Pickle, you know when I say this, because we're getting guys that actually want to be here. They sound excited about being here.
And Gilmore has been liking posts of Brown getting paid. He's been liking all types of different posts, man. So it does seem like where there's smoke, there's fire. And he wants to come home to Carolina. I don't think he ever wanted to leave. I think when he came to Carolina the first time, he intended to. That was his last stop in the NFL. And then Fitterer sent him down the road for Dante Jackson, who isn't on the team anymore. And, I think he wants to come back, man. I think it would be perfect for him, for JC. And if we draft another young corner this year, it'd be great for him too, man.
Looking like the Gamecocks over here. And I ain't mad at it.
Where's Kevin at? It's like 5 Kevin.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
You know what's low-key funny?
It's happening, though.
I know, man. What the fuck? We better draft that Clemson player soon, bro.
Give us that corner. That corner from Clemson.
Can I say something real quick? I'll shout out
to
some
Pickle.
Of the oh, yeah, I'm going to anyway. So, shout out to those folks in the chat. You can't compare Bryce to Clausen. There's a lot that went on back in Clausen's days that's not going on now and wasn't going on last year. Clausen was only hyped by the media. Nobody else hyped him up. That's why 32 teams all passed, or 31 other teams all passed on him at least once before Carolina.
The difference between Jimmy Clausen and Bryce Young is that we didn't trade a first-round pick and DJ Moore to go up and get Jimmy Clausen. That's the main deal. And I think that's why people, it maybe hurts a little bit more. By the way, JD in the chat, how dare you? Okay, how dare you? But no, I do think that people making the Jimmy Clausen comparisons, like they're looking at Bryce's terrible first year and saying that statistically, metrically, they were on par with one another. So
exactly. I was about to say that. I didn't want to be.
Yeah, I mean,
I still don't see how you can compare the two. I mean, Clausen was nowhere. The only person who said Clausen was ready day one, was the guy in ESPN. And later on, a few
Mel
years
Kiper
later,
Jr.
Mel Kiper, he admitted on TV that he took money from the family to say that. He admitted that.
And he still got a job.
Yeah, ESPN acted like they didn't know nothing about it.
Oh, hey, real quick, we got two more.
John Fox has admitted.
Yeah, he didn't know that they were going to
nobody scouted Clausen.
Yeah, nobody scouted him.
They didn't invite him. They didn't look at him. They assumed he was going to be there.
Clausen said, "I got more wins than Bryce, though."
Yeah, and when he started dropping in the draft, they tried to find a way to trade up to get him. And they called up, and the only people they were listening to, their own scouts, was against it. The only people they listened to about Clausen, this is quote from John Fox, was Mel Kiper. They listened to what Mel Kiper was saying, because in the draft war room, they had ESPN radio on. They had ESPN on because they didn't have NFL Network back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think our front office is much more in lockstep with one another moving forward. I think Brant Tillis has helped out tremendously with these contracts. And I think they know what they're doing, man. And I know it's very early, but it's been a long time since I felt like anyone on the Panthers knew what they were doing. Hey, by the way, we have 2 more spots available if anybody would like to jump in and join the conversation. And in a little while here, we're going to do our internet famous C3 mock draft, man. For those of you who don't know, I've been posting the results of our mock draft on Twitter. And, bro, let me tell you, these can vouch for me, man. They did not like our draft last week, man. The fact that we didn't take a wide receiver with the first 2 picks that we have
that was a dud.
Bro,
and we traded. Remember, we went from 33 to 34, and the internet exploded.
Yeah, we went down. No, but we got some good ass players.
I held that explosion because I was against that entire draft.
Those same people that were mad we didn't draft a wide receiver are some of the same dudes that don't want to trade a pick for a proven wide receiver. So it makes 0 sense to me. I just want to bring this up real quick, and then I'm done touching on this subject. With Bryce Young, all right, y'all realize like I'm a fan of his, but y'all realize if he doesn't work out, we're probably gonna have a top 3 pick next year, anyways. Like, y'all just have to sit through this one last year if y'all think he's gonna bust again or not. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's not the end of the world.
I agree.
Why we have to shit on him every single.
I mean, listen, honestly, I'm not even mad, dude. If Bryce ends up not being the guy, then I still like the idea that we're building the offense for whoever's going to come next. So if you draft a good wide receiver, I'm expecting that receiver to be good no matter who the quarterback is going forward. You know, so I'm not too worried about it.
If Bryce is the guy, go get Arch Manning.
Well, hold on, let me go to Evan. Go ahead, Evan.
Well, yeah, I just want to say next year's draft wouldn't be the best to get a QB to replace Bryce if he doesn't work out. The best guy, in my opinion, right now is Drew Aller, and that might be a little bit of bias. But if anything, if we go and or get a guy that isn't Bryce to be our guy, I would personally want Arch Manning in the next draft, which he might not even come out in that draft because he's sitting behind people.
I doubt that he's going to want to be. And by the way, didn't Quinn Ewers go back?
Yeah,
to
he
Texas?
went back. That's the only thing is he would only play 1 year then, really.
Hold on. Did he say Archie Manning?
Arch,
yeah, bro.
Arch Manning.
With Texas?
Yeah. I mean, hey, he hasn't. Everybody's saying that he's.
I'm not going. Hey, Pickle.
Well, I do know this. Arch Manning.
Man, that dude is trash. What are you trying? That dude can't even play football, man.
Yo, come on. I will say this.
You can't say that when he hasn't even played.
Wait, but hold on. Look. Let me say this. I will say I do like the fact that Arch Manning is not taking any NIL money until he's a starter. He's not even going to be in the EA college football game.
He shouldn't. That would be robbery, man. That guy's not good.
Boys, I got a hot take. I don't think listen, and I don't think I think Bryce is gonna end up. I think he's gonna end up being the guy. That's just my opinion. But let's just say he doesn't. I've been thinking about this. All right. One, Shador Sanders ain't coming here because his dad is like crazy with this stuff. All right. Dave Canales has only worked with experienced quarterbacks. I have a feeling if Dak Prescott becomes a free agent next year and Bryce doesn't turn out, I think they're going to throw a bag at him. That's just my opinion.
Well, it's going to be that's what I was always thinking anyway. Like, I mean, you don't have to go through the draft. You know, when you start building something that's attractive, then, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if
quarterbacks are having problems with, I don't want Dak either, but look, when quarterbacks are having problems with their teams or whatever, and they're like, look, I see what they're trying to do over there at Carolina, sometimes they may be willing to make a move. And then last year showed us that it was a lot of backup quarterbacks that had to step up and look good last year. I'm not saying go get a Flacco and nothing like that, but that kid Browning, that quarterback Browning looked amazing when he was on the field, man.
Yeah. Can I
add something here?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was Cincinnati.
So, like, my only thing is, just like Dan and Dave both said, they want a veteran quarterback at the third quarterback spot, specifically to have another veteran voice inside the film room to help Bryce analyze what's going on the field. So my take in that, I don't think we're going to get Shador at all. I don't really want Arch Manning or any of these big name hasn't produced much talents in high school.
I think Carson Beck,
but he produced in high school. It's just like he's a backup right now.
We need two. We already have Andy Dalton, and we all know Andy Dalton's not that great, but he could win football games for us if he had to. I think if we had another quarterback that is just like that, I think we'll be at a better position for the ability to win games if Bryce is not as successful as we hope he might be.
And let's clear something up. If Bryce is successful, we all win. That's what we all should want, because then you don't have to worry about this quarterback position anymore. That's the whole reason they went up to get him.
Hey, man, don't ever let it be said that I am cheering against Bryce Young, because I sure the fuck am not. I've been doing this pod for 5, going on 6 years now. I promise you, I want to podcast a season where the Panthers have a winning record. Okay, so I am not pulling against Bryce. I think he needs to step it up big time this year, and I think that the Panthers, as an organization, have done their part, at least through this point in the offseason, to help him out, give him better protection. They went and got Deontay Johnson. They still got Adam Thielen, and we know they're probably going to get a wide receiver at some point in the draft as well. So, yeah, man, the Panthers are doing their part. Now it's time for Bryce to do his, because if he doesn't, I don't think that the leash is very long, especially if the Panthers are staring down the top 5 pick next year. And by the way, Evan said that next year wouldn't be great for quarterbacks. Dude, there is always quarterbacks that come out of nowhere that no one ever expected. Like, look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. No one expected Joe Burrow.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It depends. It depends who has like a really good, because Joe Burrow was like a 5th-round pick before his 2019 season. So it's like whoever has a good. Listen, honestly, I don't even want to be thinking about this crap. I want to be thinking about Bryce having a good season. But I'm just telling y'all what could happen, because I'm all about just being realistic with y'all. And as much as I want Bryce to be here, you never know what they could do, honestly. But I don't want Dak Prescott for this reason, because he's pretty much Kirk Cousins, and he's only going to win us a wild card game, and that's it. And
he chokes in the playoffs.
Y'all want to hear a wild prediction? I got a wild prediction for you. I thought about it this week when I was listening to NFL XM Radio. In my personal opinion, Deion Sanders' son will be projected as a first quarterback taken off the board. Now, I project that the New York Football Jets will have an utter failure like they did this year, or like they did last year.
Oh, come on! Don't do it, Pickle. Don't do it, Pickle.
Everybody in the building. And the
don't do it.
Will draft him and hire Deion Sanders as his head coach.
Oh wow! Now we're just
that would be wild.
Predicting chaos at this point, man.
Ain't no way I'm bringing Deion Sanders into my group, bro. In the NFL, no way.
Yeah, not as the head coach of my team. By the way, Deion Sanders has. Hold on, Deion Sanders has already said he don't want to coach grown ass.
Bullshit. He also said
because he can't.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Evan.
And he wasn't.
Me next.
Well, yeah. One thing I want to say.
Evan Dindies. Go ahead.
One thing I want to say. This is a response to somebody in the chat. I do know Arch Manning is not coming out here. They misinterpreted what I said, and they thought I said next year is when he would come out. He's not going to come out at the latest until 2025. That's 2 years away. Or 2020, it would be the 2026 draft, but it would be just after the 2025 football season. So he's not coming out until then. And Arch is up in the air also whether he's going to be good or not. I still think he will be because, obviously he has the name and there's a good chance that he's not going to be it, even though he has the name. But he definitely has the potential to be one of the top quarterbacks in a couple years. I personally, if I were him, I would have transferred out of Texas because, especially when Quinn came back, I would have transferred if I were him to another big school because, you're loyal, but there's just no point of staying at Texas when you have all the potential in the world and you stay there just to be a backup again.
Do you think he'll transfer, Evan? Do you think he'll transfer?
No, I don't think he will now because I think he already would have if he was going to, and he didn't. I think he's too loyal to Texas and he doesn't want to leave. And he's already
came out and said that he's staying with Texas.
Well, yeah, that and he's.
Hey, Evan, let me say something to Evan real quick. Evan, that kid's last name is Manning.
Oh, yeah,
and that's what he's got. And that's what he's got going for himself. But when it comes to his
he's a good football player.
When it comes to his skill,
he's a good football player.
When it comes to his skill level, and if you're someone who sits down and watches football and watches the X's and the O's, he's not gonna make it, man. He ain't that good.
We haven't seen him in college. We can't really say that.
I know, but when Texas put him in the game, like a game they was blowing somebody out in, he couldn't even complete a pass, man.
Well, one of the things I heard about Arch Manning is that the school that he went to in high school was kind of like a prep school.
There was some duds. He ain't playing against nobody.
He wasn't playing great competition. However, look, what I'm saying is this, though. If anyone has access to the very best coaching and talent that you could ever hope for, it's Arch Manning. So I like the fact that he has the work ethic. We'll see what he does, man. And listen, he's not transferring anywhere else because when you want NIL money, dude, Austin, Texas, they're kicking around everything, dude. So he's right where he wants to be. He's with the coach that he wants. It's just going to depend on when that happens, man. But look, but to that point, I do think that depending on the type of year that Bryce has, we're going to be having this quarterback conversation a little differently, right?
And I cheer for him to be successful. I'm not saying like I want Arch, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to get this off. I'm not saying like I want Bryce to be successful and to be our QB. I'm cheering for him until the day that he is no longer our starting quarterback or no longer a Carolina Panther. Because I cheer for this team no matter what, even if they suck. Even if we go 1-15 this year, I'll be cheering that we win every single game.
It won't be happy though. Hey, Cody, one of the things I did in my last mock draft is this. And I want to see what y'all think about it. I went heavy, and I got some good response back on Twitter. I went really heavy on skills positions. My first and second pick, I double dipped at wide receiver. I went heavy on skills positions because when you're trying to attract a quarterback, quarterbacks care about offensive line and their weapons. You know what I'm saying? I think we're trying to put this line together because my thing is, if it doesn't work out with Bryce Young, and my thing is, and I've always said, build this team for whoever is that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Not just like you out here trying to do something specifically for Bryce, but even if Bryce don't work out, another quarterback can step in and go, man, this is a great team that they built over here. So I think we go heavy because this draft is loaded with skills positions and the sexy positions. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, we're already doing some things with the O-line right now. And then if we're not going to win majorly next year, which I don't think we are, I mean, I just want us to get better and look more competitive, then, you know, start stacking now. Don't try to do next year because next year's draft is not that sexy.
Yeah, now.
I mean, but I do know guys. I do agree that some guys are going to blow the charts up, you know, and they're going to look really, really, really good, you know. And then, but you got some teams that's just like, you know, like, man, look, some guys will go with the hype, and then some guys are like, I want to see it again. You know, I don't want to see just you play one good year in college and that's it. You know, bad teams reach. So
yes, this is true.
I went heavy on the skills positions. So
that's all. But Twan, you bring up a good point because honestly, this is, and I was wrong about this, just like other people. We shouldn't have traded up because the roster wasn't ready for any quarterback.
Right.
And that's the issue. So like that's why it's like we need Bryce to work out so we don't have to waste a premium pick on a quarterback when it's like, but we really need this edge rusher. We really need this guy. Like, he's a cornerstone piece. We really need this linebacker. We really need this wide receiver, you know? So it's like, yeah man.
Hey, let me go to D's. D's, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so to Twan's point, you know, those skills position players are important. And one of them, from what I understand, for the Panthers is that we're able to bring in local players that don't count against our top 30 visits. One of those players was Trey Benson from FSU. Now, I didn't watch a lot of Florida State games this year, and I know that you did. And I would like to hear what you had to say about Trey Benson, along with the two wide receivers, Keon Coleman, that plays for FSU, how you feel about him, and should the Panthers target him? And then the other one I really like is the 6'7" Wilson out of FSU. Yeah, Johnny Wilson. Do you like him? And should the Panthers look at him in the late rounds? Those three players, because you're on the pod, and I haven't had the opportunity to talk to you, I wanted to get your input on those guys, Twan.
Mm-hmm. So Keon Coleman is the best out of all of those guys for me with his upsize. Keon Coleman is 6'4". All muscle, all man, you know, no homo or whatever, you know, when you say that, oh man, he's got an NFL body right now. He specializes in passes between 10 yards and 30 to 35 yards. And then he has the strength to break away. He has the speed to lose the guy that's in front of him and get open. You know what I'm saying? So if Bryce has to throw the ball a little higher, you know what I'm saying, he's a guy that's going to go up there and get it. You know what I'm saying? He's so incredibly strong. You know, we got him from Michigan State. He transferred to Florida State. And when he was at Michigan State, he was all that they had. Like that quarterback there was just throwing wild passes up, and he was just going up there to get it. He had a couple of injuries this year with the Florida State, you know what I'm saying? And but it was like some injuries where you just like, I don't want to mess with his future, so I'll just sit him out this game. Nothing major. He didn't break anything or whatever. I mean, Cody, you know, and I'm not throwing this in Cody's face. We go at it with the Florida State and Clemson thing every year. We're going to always do that. But we played a tight game with Clemson, and Cody saw that guy in action, and he actually won the game for us in overtime. I think Cody was the last.
We left him wide.
He totally beat that guy.
Open. Wide open in the end zone, bro. I'm still sick.
And he had to go up because Travis threw the ball up pretty high and go up and grab that and come down with it. And we got out of there, man. I was able to breathe a sigh of release. When it comes to the running back, man, this kid right here, man. Again, Cody can tell you, man. I mean, over the last 2 years, Benson is a grown man running that ball, man. As long as he got a good lead block, when he gets in the open, forget it.
Well, let me do a real quick plug for $1.99. If y'all join and become a C3 super fan, we just put out a video where we break down the film of 4 wide receivers from this year's draft class. We have Xavier Legette from South Carolina, Xavier Worthy out of Texas, Adonai Mitchell out of Texas, and your man, Keon Coleman out of Florida State. So y'all check that out for only $1.99 a month. We're going to be putting out more and more of them from now up until the draft. Twan, my question for you is, Twan, is people are saying that Keon Coleman, that he's not a good separator, that he doesn't run great routes.
Untrue. I watch every game.
Well, that was my question. Is there any truth to that? And what do you think are some things that he's going to need to work on at the next level?
So I'm going to be totally honest with you. He's a great right runner. Go look at his Michigan team. But with Norvell, with us, Norvell knew that he was just so much better than most of the quarterbacks that faced him. He didn't run a lot of routes with us, you know what I'm saying, where he had to be honest with the route. He just out-muscled those guys and just went up and got it, or he was wide open. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some guys can just do that. You know what I'm saying? But look, can he run the routes? Of course. Norvell was just always like, look, he's better than your cornerback. So stop him. To end the last guy, now I'm telling Trey Benson, I ain't saying nothing about it, but to end the last thing with Diesel skills, Johnny Wilson, yeah, I would take him late, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and work with him. But Johnny Wilson scares me because he's fast. He'll lose his man all day. He's 6'7", but he has horrible hands, bro. He drops way too many balls. And when he drops the balls, he gets up laughing, walking back to the huddle. Like, it ain't nothing funny about that. You know? I mean, he'll kill you with the drops. And this is the thing with the guy. He will catch the most difficult passes that you throw at him, right? But the wide open bunnies, he'll drop it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I tag in?
Yeah.
And you're talking about Johnny Wilson?
Johnny Wilson.
Okay.
Johnny Wilson.
I was thinking too. I'm not taking.
Johnny
He's
Wilson,
got bad hands.
He's
6'7" and a half.
Yeah, and he's like 239, I think I read.
Yeah.
Do you not see some teams drafting him mid to late?
Oh, somebody's gonna definitely take a chance with him. Bro. You can't buy the height in a receiver.
Yeah, on a high and low, Twan. On a high and low.
On a high and low, he outjumped everybody that they put on him.
I think somebody's going to draft him with the idea of making him a tight end.
Right. That could be a good spot for him. But he ain't strong though. I'm gonna tell you that, man. They gonna put him at tight end. He ain't used to muscling nobody, you know.
How
whatever.
big is he?
I mean,
weight wise, Twan.
It's about 230 something.
You think he can gain some more muscle?
Yeah, if you put him in he was already in the locker room, but you know, at the NFL level, they're gonna make you do all of these things. I'm gonna tell you, but see, look, Diesel skills, he's still here. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and some people ain't gonna like this.
I hear with
some people ain't gonna like, but Cody will get it. Out of all the guys I just named, bro, the biggest turnaround that we could have is a player that's probably not even going to get drafted. And that's Jordan Travis. If we could just grab him and make him and let him compete with Bryce.
Is he eligible? Is he in
he done. Yeah, he's in the draft.
Yeah, he's eligible. He's listed on about every. He's listed on every.
So what? You think he'll be a free agent?
Every mock thing.
Free agent?
Yeah,
he's gonna get drafted. He had a meeting with the Jets. I think.
He snapped his.
That's a steal. Leg. No, he didn't. See, I'm glad you said that. I want to clear that up. He did not break his leg. He only tore up his ankle.
Oh, dude! When I watched the video, Twan, it looked like he snapped that thing, bro. The video was bad.
It wasn't his leg. I watched it.
I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that though, because people think he broke his leg. He didn't break his leg. He broke his ankle. That's why his foot was turned around. It wasn't his
broke
leg.
his spirit.
Yeah. And so, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro, with everything that he can do back there, and, I don't know if he's a franchise quarterback, but.
All right, hold on. I want to have a conversation about something. I like Keon Coleman, and I want to draft him, but I got to bring something up. Why is I think this player could be solid, but why on my timeline is everyone so obsessed with Xavier Legette? Like, he feels like he's Jonathan Mingo 2.0.
South Carolina.
Yeah, let me say something. On my last draft, I got Legette and Keon Coleman with my first 2 picks.
Okay.
I know everybody ain't gonna be like, oh, man, he double dipped in wide receiver. But I think the Legette dude, just looking at his tape or whatever, look, man, I don't think South Carolina used him right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could have been way better. If you put him with a better team, and that's what they need most people, he would have been even way better, man. I don't have a lot of faith in that South Carolina quarterback like some people do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's hit and miss. But some people live by him. They think he's great, But maybe I just didn't watch enough games with them. But I for somebody who never watched Leggett play, when I looked at his highlights and then went back and watched, I watched a couple of whole games with him. I like the way how tough he is at the line of scrimmage when he's getting corners off of him. Yeah. I think he runs great routes, and them 2 type of guys on your team, man. That's like. So
Twan, it's
that's
funny
going in the right direction.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I think there is some truth to that. There's a lot of people that look at Xavier Legette, and even when we did our film room, we mentioned Jonathan Mingo when looking at his film. I mean, they're very similar in their play style, and I think that's fair to say. I'm gonna be real. A lot of people really like Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU, and I do too. But a lot of people, he's not going to fall to us, though.
I bet he goes the
that's another Terrace Marshall Jr.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like this.
Brian Thomas isn't Terrace Marshall Jr.
But this is what I'm saying. They were very similar from a physical perspective.
Terrace Marshall was getting the ball thrown by Joe Burrow in a Saints ran offense. Brian Thomas, and I'm going to say it right now, I don't think Jaden Daniels is going to be good. Brian Thomas was
I disagree with you so fucking bad, Anthony.
I disagree,
That's
too.
fine.
I disagree with you so fucking bad.
I don't think he's
That's the first time I've ever agreed with Anthony.
I don't think he's going to be that good, but that's not the point. Like, we can do this for so many players. It's like, okay, so we don't draft Legette because of Mingo, and this is why I brought it up, but it's like we don't draft Brian Thomas because of Terrace Marshall, and then this leads to my next point. Why don't we draft Xavier Worthy? Because we haven't had an Xavier.
Nah, I'm not on Xavier Worthy. No way. I don't need one little guy throwing to another little guy.
Nah, we don't need that.
I'd rather have Golden.
Wait, hold on. I know everyone's trying to get in. I have 3 more people on the show that I haven't introduced yet. Let me do that now. First up, I got my guy Vegas Drew back on the free for all. What's up, Drew?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
What up, Drew?
Doing good, brother. How are you, man? How you feeling about this new Derrick Brown extension?
Hey, Pickle, what flavor, man?
Oh, I mean, it was coming down the pipe. Everybody knew that was going to happen. So, I mean, it looked like we got a good number. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, dude, Twan brought it up earlier, bro. They had to have Derrick Brown at gunpoint. I thought he was going to get paid more than this.
Oh, by the way, nobody tell Pickle's wife that he's eating ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, everybody be quiet.
She don't know.
Shoot, I want some too.
No, she can have this.
Is it dill pickle ice cream?
Yeah, he got pickle wild, bro.
Stop looking at ice cream like that before I put you on the street corner.
Button.
That's hilarious.
Go look in the mirror and tell yourself it's got to happen.
All right, look, let me go to some more people. Hey, look, we got Al the Sailor back in the free for all. Al, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Cody? How's everybody doing tonight, man? It's glad to be on.
Good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm out here in Jacksonville fishing right now, working and shit, but I'm fishing right now.
Oh yeah, that's
what's up. Duval?
Yeah, I'm up in Duval County right now. Green Cove Springs.
Duval.
Hey, Al, what you think about Derrick Brown extension, man? Freeing up $8 million more and tying
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. We needed to sign him, and like they were saying earlier, it shows that we do take care of players. I mean, we do take care of our players, especially when they produce to the extent and overproduce and show that they deserve the money. You know, so
yeah.
If we don't take care of, if we ain't taking care of players and we can't draft well, then what are we doing here, man? Like we can't just let good players walk, and if we can't replace, yeah, man. I just had to throw that out there.
No, I agree.
I pray to God we can draft, man.
Antoine, let me introduce one more guy, and it's your guy. It's your guy from the 7 Charlotte Bound Show.
All right,
it's my man Edge. Edge, what's up, dude?
What up, Edge?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
Chilling. How you, man?
Edge, your turn.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm chilling.
Edgy ass 704 in the building.
Yeah, man. How you feeling about this Derrick Brown extension, brother?
This is what we should have done when we had Brian Burns off his 12-sack season. This is what we should have done. We waited too late. Okay. But you know what though? But here's the thing though. Lesson learned for the Carolina Panthers for what happened with Brian Burns. This is a lesson learned. Lesson learned from what we did to freaking Julius Peppers. Lesson learned from what we did for when we let players go out the door thinking that they can't be nothing. All right, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Hey, Dan Morgan is doing his thing out there. He said he want dogs. Hey, guess what? He has a dog. We let a few dogs walk out the dang door, but we actually kept one. And actually, and with this signing, we actually can now truly build around the defense. Which we should have been doing a long ass time ago. Yes. I know Matt Rule did have an all defensive draft. Okay. And out of all that defensive draft that he had, only one person survived, and it's this guy right here. And I even called it. I said before the season started, I didn't trust Derrick Brown. I wanted Derrick Brown to improve. All I want to see is just improvement. That's all I want to see. Just small little improvements to ensure me that he's the right guy. And guess what? Not only did he ensure me, he also impressed me and also evaluated my expectations out the door for what he did on a losing season team that's been going on for the last 7 years.
Yeah, I mean, he knew his.
He put up these type of
contract was coming up too.
Yeah,
can I add on the edge?
We knew his. We knew his contract was coming up soon, and we decided not to let someone walk out the door. We let Frankie Luvu walk out the door. It kind of hurt a little bit. But hey,
Brian Burns knew his contract was coming up, and he went ahead and told you that he didn't play half the season for fear of getting hurt. So I mean,
coasted it.
I just wish he didn't say that, but
I know. I mean, he did say that though.
Yeah. Can I say this?
That's what makes it easy to not feel bad for we let him go.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, Ant.
No. So listen. All right. I do not want to talk about Brian Burns anymore because he is not on this team.
Yeah. He's not on this team no more. I'm just saying,
Let me just say this real quick. What Al said, I've been saying too.
Burns forever, man. FSU.
What I'm saying
is a giant now, man.
The only thing that Brian screwed up on was that if he wasn't going to get paid this past season, he should have sat out after his best season.
Should have sat out.
Then they would have forced him to pay him.
Yeah.
And he said that stuff, that's on him. But let me bring up what Ed just brought up. Remember, we offered Frankie a lot of money. He didn't want to come back because he's sick of losing. Julius Peppers, we offered him the most money.
So he goes to Washington.
Julius didn't want to come back because he was older and we were entering a rebuild. He knew the roster was getting dismantled. I'm pretty sure I'm accurate with that. But that some players, sometimes money it isn't just overvalued by the fact that they're sick of losing, man. So you got to thank Derrick Brown that he took a pretty reasonable contract with a good ass agent to stay here through yet what was supposed to be a rebuild 4 fucking years ago. Excuse my language. So Derrick Brown is the man of the hour right now.
Hey, hold on, Pickle. Evan's getting ready to jump out of here. My man's gonna hit the gym, pump some iron. Evan, we appreciate you, bro. Give me your final words for the free for all, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the draft. I'm pretty interested to see what happens. I'm also feeling a little better about our franchise with how everything we've done. So I think our future is obviously we won't win anything this year, but our future is bright, I will say. Especially if Bryce is our QB.
Oh, some Bryce enthusiasm. Love to hear.
Damn.
As a cop.
Hey, bro, look.
It sounds like all the Bryce haters have come in tonight.
Hey, bro, listen, I love it. Whenever people talk shit on Bryce, I say you're allowed to do it. Whenever people say Bryce is
great,
man.
you're allowed to say that.
So a lot of people changing their tunes on Bryce. I mean, like, I don't really personally think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's a good quarterback. But I mean, like, you know, it's still our team. We're still optimistic about next season. I mean, I'm
pulling for him.
I hope he proves me wrong too.
I hope he proves me wrong. I want him to prove me wrong. Yeah. I would love to eat crow, and I win either way.
Listen, listen.
Right?
I
Evan.
personally.
No, you're gonna go ahead.
Evan, were you speaking?
Evan had to jump out. He's doing some shit. Go ahead.
Listen, I don't care about being right or wrong, honestly. I mean, I cheer for Bryce too because I want us to be successful. But trust me, there's been a lot worse. I've seen there were fans believing in Sam fucking Darnold, for Christ's sake. All right, it's not as bad as Bryce Young.
Sammy Dimes played good, and don't
but
do
he,
that.
But it was,
he had a 3-0.
He was
until CMC went down.
That man was
literally 3-0 until CMC went down.
At the very end, that final year under Steve Wilkes, Sam didn't do that damn bad.
He wasn't that bad. But stop calling him.
But
don't call him Sammy Dimes, though. But don't call him Sammy Dimes. Cut that out.
Sammy Dimes, baby.
No, call him Sammy Dimes.
He'll never do that again.
It's Dalton.
Frankie Louvu was on XM NFL radio Monday.
Oh, really?
And he was asked by the guy doing the interview about why he went to Washington. Because they haven't had a winning season just like Carolina in a while. And he said he likes the head coach. He's always admired the head coach, Dan Quinn. And said he likes the defensive system in Washington better than the defensive system they were playing in Carolina.
Wow. Was that a shot at a barrel, you think?
He gets to play.
No, it's not a shot. It's not a shot. It's just how
it's clear. It's clear Frankie doesn't like the 3-4 defense. You got to remember, he spent
before he came to us.
How long was he with the Jets in a 3-4?
And how long has he been in a
3-4 with the Jets
over here?
He
was in a 4-3 over here too.
Yeah.
And then we converted to a 3-4, and then he left.
He's also playing next to Bobby Wagner now too, so I mean that's a plus.
Right.
How about Bobby Wagner, man? Came into the NFL at the same time as Luke, and he's still out there flying around, dude.
Yeah, he balling. Hey, listen, I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm telling you, I think this is the draft where we should go heavy offense. I think this is the draft, where we should do that. That crap that Matt Rule tried to pull off. I mean, what we had one good player out of that whole defensive draft.
That's crazy.
I think this is the draft where we go heavy offense, and it's because we're not gonna blow people out this coming up year. So why not nut up like squirrels? You know what I'm saying? And go get your pieces first, man. We're not moving on from Bryce Young. So go get those weapons that'll be already get a year of experience. You know what I'm saying? They'll be even more hungry from losing. Why not do that? I mean, look, I understand y'all with the defensive side of the ball as well, But if ever I was going to go heavy offense, is in this draft.
That's what I've been saying, Twan. That's what it's like, Twan. My mindset is if we're going to be a low tier to mediocre team anyway, bro, let's score some fucking touchdowns.
Yeah, at least let's get some points
on the board, man. Like, I would rather have a competent offense that's at least putting up touchdowns and the defense is failing us rather than these defensive struggles where we lose 7-3. Like, I'm done with that shit, dude. I'm done with it. I'm ready for some offense.
I don't think the defense is going to be that bad. And I've been saying it's because Evero
It won't be that bad.
He's been
because of the coaching. Yeah, that's why you should go heavy offense.
No, I agree. But, like, he's been going out and getting players that fit his system. Like, remember, last year we thought a lot of guys fit his system that really didn't. That plays a huge part in it. Like, that's why Frankie left. When you're not maximized to your full capabilities, like, you're kind of in no man's land, man. You got to just accept where you are. Like, it's like, at least you bring in a pass rusher that fits more of what Evero wants to do. And, you know, I mean, I hope it works out, but I think the defense is going to be like average. I mean, I think they'll be.
I think the one thing I would do for Evero in this draft, if I was going to just like, I say Evero, go get what linebacker do you want to go get?
Yeah.
I know people are going to say things about edge, but, you know, the really, really good edges are going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that there's not some guy who can't step up or whatever, but it's that linebacker position. And at the time that we can get it, it's two guys I got in mind. Cedric Gray from UNC and Cody's guy at linebacker over at Clemson.
Jeremiah Trotter.
Jeremiah Trotter.
Yeah, Trotter. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, because Evero he has the brain power to make that defense look even better than they are with scheme.
Yeah.
And then you can go get his guys next year if he stays.
Hey, I will tell you what though, Twan. There's some good ass defensive players. I'm not even saying I disagree with you, brother. I'm just saying there's some good ass defensive players that might be hovering around 33. And
bro, this is why this draft is gonna be so like it's like we're all wait for our period to drop. No disrespect to women, but at all. It's that time of the year for us.
Hey, Twan, what you think about this year's great white hype, Cooper DeJean? Have you seen him yet? The quarterback out of Iowa? You ain't sold him?
The quarterback that I like in the later rounds is the kid out of Tulane.
Yes, I like
Pratt.
That kid.
The Pratt?
I like Pratt.
No, the quarterback.
Oh, I'm saying.
No, he's talking about a cornerback though.
I'm saying.
Oh, you're talking about corner. You're talking about the corners.
Yeah,
Talking about a cornerback safety.
Have you seen the white boy Cooper DeJean out of Iowa? Bro,
I'm gonna go check him out tonight. What's going on in Iowa? What's going on in Iowa with the white corners? Bro?
I'm saying,
Hey,
but this dude,
ball out, bro.
This dude, he's better than the dude that came out last year.
He's I gotta check him out.
Yeah, bro, him and JC Horn, bro. I'm just saying that might not be too bad though, man.
If JC Horn can stay on the field.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I'm not putting nothing up on JC Horn.
JC goes out one more time, he's done.
I need this man to put up some. I need this man to put up some stuff.
That's why we got to draft.
Hey, and you know what we need JC Horn to do? We need JC Horn to dig deep and find his balls and put them back on.
I'm pretty sure. Look, listen. JC Horn. Listen, JC Horn has it. But this is me, and this is me. If you guys want to disagree with me, you guys go ahead and disagree with me. This is me. I want JC Horn to do well, but I'm not doing what I did last year. I'm not drafting an edge rusher at the third pick like we did last time. Instead of getting a cornerback, we got DJ Johnson. No, fuck that. I'm getting a goddamn corner because.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like we all predicted.
Bro, if we get Gilly, that won't be necessary.
JC Horn went down, and guess what? We had to put.
Bro, if we get Gilly, that won't be necessary. If we get Gilly,
get Gilly.
Because we got.
Here's the thing, though. We
got another corner that's up and coming. We got another corner that's up and coming right now.
Hey,
who is that? Boodle? Who you talking about? Boodle? Who you talking about? Twan Boodle?
Okay, Boodle was young.
Booty.
We just
one at a time.
Troy Hill's at 30. I want to get a corner so that way, if goddamn freaking JC Horn goes out and everything like that, we can still we have a corner. Do we have a corners right?
That's what I was about to read.
If we get Gilmore, then hey, I'm all cool with that. But to ensure the fact that I have a corner that I can use right then and there on the spot, just in case if I need them, I'm drafting the corner. Yes.
So when do you want to draft? But when do you want to draft that corner?
My biggest concern with
Gilmore
is
how
I
want to draft him. I can draft him late. I can draft him late. I can draft him in the 4th or 5th round.
If you talking about 4th or 5th, I agree.
I'm not saying now, but if a good corner comes right there and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" You can't pass that up.
Hey, let me go.
But
let me go. Hold on real quick. Let me go pick one. Then let me go, Josh. And then we're gonna get into this mock draft and we're gonna fight it out. Go ahead.
The only thing I want to talk about corner, I hear a lot of people online talking about it. Okay, and the only thing I ask, if you take a corner, for example, at the 3rd round, make sure they got 3rd round talent. If you take him at the first pick of the 3rd round, and he's worth that, that's good. I'm all for that. But don't take a guy who's projected to be a 5th round pick and draft him in the 1st pick in the 3rd round just because you need a corner. That's what too many people are trying to do. They're overhyping these players because they have a need.
Oh, yeah.
That's off the deep end because of players that they don't understand ain't worth it. Let me give you a few examples. A few years ago, our stupid illustrious team drafted a Tennessee guy in the 3rd round. I looked and said, what the fuck? That guy's be lucky if he's a 7th round talent. He was cut a year later. A few years
what was his name?
We drafted.
Who was that?
I don't remember. Some dumbass.
Okay.
To be honest,
and that's what happens, Pickle. You draft somebody that was not that good.
Let me shut the hell up and let me finish. I could look him up if you really want to know, but I'm going to go farther on back. A few years ago, right after we went to the Super Bowl, our illustrious GM, the guy I used to say that was the worst GM in the league until Scott Fitter said, "Hold my beer." He said, he drafted a guy by the name of Darryl Worley in the 3rd round. He gave up a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th round pick to move up 16 spots in the 3rd round to take this dude to 2 years later. That dude wasn't with the Panthers anymore because he sucked that.
Yeah, I think he's still in the league though. I think he's playing.
No, he's still in NFL though. He is still in NFL though.
Okay. No, he's not with the Raiders.
He was
anymore.
Dog shit.
No, he's not. He hasn't been with the Raiders.
He was dog
he's
shit
a
though.
Backup.
But listen,
okay.
Thank you for the history lesson, Pickle.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to say that to defend Edge a little bit, I do think he has a point. Even if Pickle, now you shut the hell up. Even if we do,
get him, Cody.
Even if we do draft a corner, let me rewind. Even if we do sign Stephon Gilmore, he's gotten older. He's been hurt before. JC Horn also has an injury history. We know he's been hurt before. Everybody is so thirsty for this wide receiver position, for the offensive, firepower type of positions, that we are, I kind of think, overlooking the value of some really talented defensive players that could potentially be there, man.
I don't think we are.
A Chop Robinson is another person that I would love to have on this team.
But that's your point. But that's your point. There's so many holes. You don't know what they're gonna do. We need players everywhere. That's why it's like getting locked on one position. That's why
Cody,
I don't really care. What?
Yeah, I'm about to. Go, hold on. Go finish up, and then I'm gonna introduce JJ.
Oh.
No, what?
That's because I was like, I
interrupt Anthony.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
No, that's why I'm trying. What I've been doing is just trying to watch film on these guys and figure out who are my top players for that position. Go down the list. We need a center. We need more O-line depth. We need receivers. We need D-line. We need D-line depth. We need cornerback depth. We need linebacker depth. We need essentially, we need a shit ton of stuff. So it's like, I get we fall in love with these players, but I'm telling y'all, they're going to draft someone that we probably don't think of, like, as our first guy, like, for what we want. But if they believe that player is the best available player, then we should roll with it. I agree, Edge. We have no cornerback future as of right now. None. But we also have no real D-line future outside of Derrick Brown. We don't have any serious offensive line depth. We're going to have pretty much one proven receiver when Adam Thielen retires. It's like, bro, we got question marks everywhere.
Well, that's the point of the draft. Anthony. You got to be able to lock down. You got to start at day this point. Like, if you start drafting players that are quality, then you could build upon that. You can't get overwhelmed by all your deficiencies. Like, you're just gonna have to pick out a spot that you think is gonna be the most impactful. Like I said, the corner. What we're saying, corner, we have a decent outlook on it.
We should
now. It could turn terrible real fast. It could go from okay to trash and two injuries, but. We don't have, like, our center is even worse. Our wide receiver is even worse.
But hey, hold on. Let me wait. Time out. That was Drew. Let me introduce.
That was a good point, Drew. That's a good point.
But
Drew.
Hey, let me introduce my man, JJ, back to the free for all. JJ, welcome back. Give me your thoughts on really everything. And then after
it's little JJ.
Yeah, man, it's JJ. And then after
that man
said little.
After
you get done,
my bad, tiny JJ.
Bro, don't just talk over me like that. Bro, then after JJ, we're going to get into this mock draft, and we're going to not talk about it. We're going to be about it. JJ, what's
Big
up?
Facts. All right, bet. So, obviously, I'm excited we extend Derrick Brown, but I want to honestly hop right onto this Stephon Gilmore pipe train, bro, and die it down real quick, because we got to realize, Stephon Gilmore is an aging player. How much money we really want to invest into one of those? I saw him last year get cooked several times just off of, him looking slow, him looking older. And, J.C. Horn gets hurt a lot. We really going to put Gilmore out there on an island? I get it sounds better than what we've had recently, but, think about the money you're going to have to pay him. How long are we going to keep him around here? He probably wants to get at least a few years in his old age, so trying to secure as much money as possible. So I don't know, man. I would rather us draft a corner, honestly. And
but here's but JJ, but here's the thing, though. You can draft a corner, but if you're gonna bring Gilmore in, the best player, I believe the best way you're gonna put Gilmore in to have him be successful on this defense, the way you're gonna put him at, you got to put him as a slot corner. You got to put him in a slot corner. I mean, yes, can he be on the island by himself? Yeah, he can. But do you really want a guy like him to be on an island by himself, where he can actually have better potential being a slot corner instead? And then you can have freaking Dan Jackson on the island, and you can have J.C. Horn, God forbid, if he can damn sure stay healthy, on the other side as well. I mean, when J.C. Horn's out there, yes, J.C. Horn proves that he can do it. All this guy needs to do is stay healthy. But I'm saying I'll say draft a corner just so you can have that safety blanket for if Gilmore or if J.C. Horn gets hurt. If one of those two gets hurt, you at least have a corner that you drafted as a safety at the safety blanket out there. Yes.
I get what you're saying. Double dipping. Double dipping.
Yeah, double dipping. I mean, yes, you do have Troy Hill.
The same thing with
who's in his 30s. I mean, I get that, but you also got Budo out there who's under 25 years old. So you're gonna have a young 25-year-old and a brand new corner out there who's on his rookie deal. I mean, sure it up just to have a safety blanket out there, just to have. I mean, we need to shore up that defense. That's
I don't want to sit here and shit on Boodle. But he is undersized though. You can see that he's kind of undersized. He's like a smaller cornerback. He's not really like an outside cornerback. It doesn't look like from the games I was watching. But I mean, if he can improve his game and work on his craft and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can be interchangeable with with Gilmore. If Gilmore needs a break, hey, bring Boulder out there, have him play some slot corner.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to learn something, just like the rookie.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to
learn sometime.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, he came from LSU, right? Right? So I mean, so he has highly recruited talent type shit. So I think he came from LSU.
Bullshit. Yeah. You know them Tigers weak as fuck. Look at Marshall.
Hey, let me ask y'all real quick. So I just did the Sideshow was recommended that we do the Pro Football Network mock draft machine, but I already kind of don't like the draft that they just started. It also doesn't let you start the draft. Y'all want to go forth with this one, or y'all want to go back to the PFF machine?
Yeah, if we get extra picks, take that. You're only dropping 2 spots. Take that.
That's not what he asked, sir.
Man, y'all dumb as hell, man.
Already going against the grain.
That's not what he asked, sir.
So do y'all want to go forth with this one?
No, let's run this shit back.
So y'all want to do PFF?
Yeah.
Yeah, do PFF, please.
All right, cool. Got you.
Pickle, how is that ice cream?
Y'all can hear me good, right?
Man, it was really
no,
good.
well, hold on. Before we start, are these all the right picks for the Panthers? Because I know Kevin said that PFF didn't have one pick right for the Panthers. It looks right, though. 33, 39, 65, 101, 141, 142.
That's the way. That is exactly what a tankathon has us at.
Okay, so this is it.
So I think this is real.
Y'all ready to do this thing? This is the 5th C3 Friday free for all mock draft. Let's get it. All right, I have it on fast. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, you.
I might have to redo it. That's all right. Oh shit. All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do the damn thing. All right, so the Panthers are on the clock. I had it to go. I meant to do it fast. I might still turn it down.
You can't see nothing, Cody. You're working on that?
Oh, yeah. Damn, I thought I shared it. I'm stupid. All right, here we go. All right, we're up. The Panthers are on the clock. A lot of the wide receivers. Let's see. Who has gone? Brian Thomas Jr., Cooper DeJean. Brock Bowers is gone. Then, let me see the receivers.
Yeah, go up there and click on receivers.
All right, there's still a lot of them. Ladd McConkey, Troy Franklin, Roman Wilson, Ricky Pershaw, Keon Coleman, Xavier Legette, Xavier Worthy, bro. There's no way Worthy is still available.
Yeah, he will. He's because they don't really think about him like that, bro. Honestly, the scouts and stuff, they know that he's not the better receiver. He's just fast.
I'm not being rude. Where did you get that info? I'm just curious because everything I'm reading, and I don't.
I mean, I just listen to Chris Sims, and he has inroads and stuff.
Oh well,
listen to Chris Sims, and
never mind. I'm good. I
understand. All right, you go get a 4.2 receiver that body catches. You go get a 4.2 receiver that can barely catch.
Okay, sir. I'm just gonna say
doesn't play hard.
everybody else completely thinks something different. So
I'll pass.
All right, so look, boys.
I'll pass.
Hey, let's pay attention. Let's try and get through this.
That's all the answer.
Let's try and get through this in a reasonable time today, man. Let's stay focused on these picks.
Let's
right
take
now,
Xavier Worthy. Fuck what Al says. I'm sorry.
Right now,
we pick Worthy.
No, not yet. Tyler,
hold on. Can I say something about Worthy real quick? Man, I'm with Al. He is like, I get 4.2 speed. He can run routes, but those guys are so like a big ceiling, but such.
Yeah, I'm out on Worthy
floor.
too, man.
Like,
I'm not with it.
If we take Worthy, I just feel like we should double dip. Like that was the example I was gonna bring up when homie said double dip for corner. That was another analogy I was gonna bring up because I know a lot of people want Worthy, but like, I don't know, man. That floor seems really low right there. Some other receivers you feel a lot more confident in or whatever.
Take example.
That was my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Well, for Worthy, his ceiling's not low, but you got to think about it like
his
this.
ceiling, his ceiling's amazing, but like the floor,
his ceiling's amazing. His ceiling's amazing, but you also got to think about it like this. Yeah, but you also got to think about it like this. If the line holds, can Bryce Young see over that line to get Worthy open? Because if you're gonna put him over the top, if you're gonna take Worthy and put him over the top to take the top off, can Bryce Young's arm strength get it to where he can actually push it down there for Worthy?
Thank you. Does he have a 4.2? Does he have a 4.2 arm?
Worthy will
have a 4.2 arm.
Separation.
Exactly.
So if Bryce
Young, yeah, true. But if you're gonna push him down the field, if Bryce Young can't launch the ball down the field, you're wasting Worthy's talent.
He will.
With the quarterback that can't put the ball down the field. I'd rather get a different receiver than that. That's
all his missed throws last year were overthrows, man. I don't know why y'all.
Well, he did overthrow Mingo for a touchdown against.
He's not accurate because he's not accurate throwing the ball deep.
He did it multiple.
Because he's not accurate throwing the ball deep.
Nah, this ain't about Bryce Young. Hold on.
Let's not make this about Bryce.
I want Zach Frazier.
I know we got Deontay Johnson now, but like we got him on 1 year. Thielen may get traded between now and next off season. Like if we pick Worthy, we should really double dip, in my opinion. But that's just me.
No,
Coleman or Leggett would be better options, in my opinion, though.
So look, we're on the clock right now. What position should we be looking at?
We always take center. I think we should go something different. That's just my opinion, though.
All right, so then look, the best wide receiver that PFF has available is Ladd McConkey. But if we're looking at receivers, I mean, do y'all just kind of want to do what Twan was talking about in his mock? Y'all want to just do a offensive heavy? What are we thinking, man? This is y'all.
Give it Troy Franklin.
At 33, or y'all want to try and get a different position first? Or y'all want to just draft Troy Franklin right here and call it a day?
Just go to best available player and scroll down.
Yeah, it was available, bro.
So Tyler Newman, Peyton Wilson, who I'd love to have, but we draft him at, I think, like every single draft.
It's too early for him.
It's too early for best available too. Hey,
Troy, Brandon Fisk.
Shit, Brandon Fisk.
Amari Lassiter.
Nah, this is when you get best available.
I mean, there's your cornerback right there, Mike Saints-Drew. There's your cornerback right there that you wanted.
Hey, Cody, can I say this? If you put Brandon Fisk next to Derrick Brown, that's KK Short and Star Lutule all over again.
Yeah, I do like Brady. But y'all, do we have to get a wide receiver? Like, my man QT0, he's out here pounding the table for Xavier Worthy to get that Cody, deep threat.
Can I bring something up real quick in regarding the wide receiver? We honestly don't, like, when it comes to this type of thing, like, we may not know if they make a draft night trade for one of these players, man, because the phones are always open and there's always stuff going on in draft night. Like, I've been saying it, man. Like, you never know if Morgan could be like, as the draft goes on, hey, I don't think our guy's gonna be there because there's a lot of wide receiver needy teams. Let's call up the 49ers or let's call up this team and do it that way. That's why I still think that's a possibility. So, like, if you want to take a D tackle here, all means, man. I think they're gonna have.
So I agree with you. I agree with you halfway, Anthony. But the thing is, with us, you got to keep this in mind. Teams are not gonna give Carolina what we want for things, bro. They're gonna always try to finesse us.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Actually, no, that's not true because we just finessed the Steelers.
That's not true.
We didn't finesse nothing. No, we didn't.
Finessed the Steelers. Yes, we did. Yes,
we don't finesse anything, bro.
we stole from the Steelers like a month.
No, you didn't.
All right, boys. What position y'all want to draft here? We're going corner. We're going
wide receiver.
Center. We're going wide receiver. What are we doing?
Wide receiver.
My vote.
Go to wide receivers.
What do you think, Cody? What do you think?
I mean, listen. I mean, I feel like again, it depends on what we're trying to do. If we're trying to be different from the other drafts that we've done, yeah. I mean, I might go like another type of receiver right here. Right now, I'm thinking like Zach Frazier. Either that, or I'm saying let's get a wide receiver here, and let's get another corner with the next pick. Let's get the guy out of Oregon. That's what I say.
I'd say Keon Coleman or Leggett. Listen, I'll take Leggett as long as people can try to convince me he is not Jonathan Mingo 2.0 because we already have that.
He's not.
I'll take freaking Coleman. I'll take Kurt Coleman.
Leggett
no,
to
Keon Coleman.
Hold on, Pickle, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right, go ahead. To my personal opinion, Leggett is as close to Jonathan Mingo as Coleman is as Coleman is to Devin Funchess, or not Devin Funchess, Calvin Benjamin. They're just they don't go together. They don't go together. What I'm saying, Leggett. When you watch Leggett play, he plays with passion and he plays with determination, and he plays with a certain bit of drive that Mingo doesn't have.
Yeah, you're right.
We watched film on Leggett this week. And I've watched film before on Leggett. Leggett plays with a certain drive and determination. He's just a little. They've only used him in that role 1 year, and his
route tree is limited. So Xavier Leggett, his route tree, he only runs a few routes in the route tree. But the ones that he does,
also a really good playmaker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what he does do, he does very well.
He plays bigger than like his height, which is like 6'2".
JJ, even think of like a DK Metcalf, man. That's what people are saying that this dude could be comparable to. My last. Then I want y'all to make a pick. My advice would be either double up on receiver right here and take Vlad McConkey at 33 and Xavier Leggett at 39, and then maybe go Cedric Van Pran for center at pick 65. Or I said you take a corner at 39 and take a wide receiver at 33.
I like that.
Take Leggett. Take Leggett. He's country as hell, and people that talk like that, you know they fucking can play football.
All right, but who we taking at 33?
I'm not sold on Leggett because I haven't seen enough games.
I'm taking Leggett as 33. That's
all right. I'm gonna have to go watch this film, y'all. I'm sorry.
Nah, we should take Ladd and then Leggett next.
Well, we take Ladd all the time. Every mock we've had, we take Ladd McConkey.
No, last time.
We got Ladd with Deontay Johnson. We got Ladd already.
The NFL I think last week was the first time that we those are two players that can break tackles very well in college. That's a very translatable trait to the NFL. Breaking tackles, just having physicality. The double up on those two guys right there.
Well, to be bluntly honest, I'd rather just take Zach Frazier, but y'all don't want to do that because we do that all the time.
We know he's going to be there, though. We're just trying to wait. Hold up, Cody. Is Leggett still on the board here?
Yes.
I don't know, man. Y'all can go. I think it'd be smart. Now, this is just my opinion. I think it'd be smart to take a receiver and a cornerback here. and that's what I think we should do. I think we
All
should
right, so y'all want to go receiver right now? If so, which one?
I'll say Troy Franklin.
Legit.
We got one for Troy Franklin. We got we got one for Franklin, one for Leggett. Twan, what say you?
He said Leggett.
Well, why is Jermaine Burton rated so high?
Man, you already know what I'm gonna say. Keon Coleman, man. Y'all hard-headed. I'm sitting there telling y'all about a player I watch for every game, and y'all trying to pick players from teams y'all barely watched.
All right, man. We're trying to be democratic over here, man.
Quan, let me ask you a question, man. I want an honest answer.
Keon Coleman is gonna keep rising the closer we get to the draft anyway, so I ain't even worried about that.
Yeah, I know the rankings are offside. So.
Can I ask? You can pick the
This
player.
has nothing to do with Florida State, I promise you.
No. I just want to ask you an honest question because I know you're an honest man here.
Yeah.
Were you high on Kelvin Benjamin coming out of college?
Was I high on him?
Yeah.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Yeah, he
was. I was.
All right.
But guess what though? But when he came to Carolina, I was happy about that. But look, in his rookie year, he went 4,000 in his rookie year.
He was
when
good
he got hurt.
Yeah,
I don't have anything to do with when he get hurt. He decided to sit down and eat pizzas all day and sausages and cupcakes and danishes, and then come back fat. That has nothing to do with the ability.
All right, so all right, look, man. If y'all don't tell me a player to pick, I'm gonna start picking them my damn self.
I told you.
You might have to, Cody.
Well, you got two for Keon Coleman. You already got two for Keon Coleman.
Wait, where we have two?
Anthony picked Keon Coleman.
Anthony picked Coleman?
I haven't made my decision yet.
Man, look at you, I'm trying to get more votes.
You know what? Wait, am I the last
stupid comment? What happened the last two times we got Florida State?
I mean, pretty much, man. Like we
all right, I'll speed it up. Let's go Leggett because I'm gonna watch some film on him later tonight because I haven't really been tapped in to see what he's about.
So why are you picking Leggett?
Wait, you want who?
Because I'm trying to make it interesting because we be taking the same players and it's like I kind of want to get involved in.
Anthony
took Leggett.
He's nowhere near Keon Coleman, bro. He's nowhere near Keon Coleman.
Twan. You got your second one. Hold up, Pickle. We got 2-2. We got 2 for Keon Coleman, and we got 2 for Xavier Leggett. We need a tiebreaker.
Well, then ask everybody else who they take. Who would they take over those two?
So JJ, are you high on Coleman for the? Because I'm high on Coleman too. Like, don't get it wrong. I want Coleman too. Are you high on Coleman for the same reasons that Twan was saying?
Every time even when he was at Michigan State, the few games I turned on, like I recognized him. I was like, yo, who's this number 4 guy? Like when he was on Michigan State, I'm pretty sure that was his number, but like he made play versus, huh?
I said we got Chuck on the free for all. What's up, Chuck?
What's up, man? I'll be the tiebreaker.
Hold on, Chuck. Yeah, Keon Coleman is just a dog. Every game I watched, he made plays, and he made crucial plays actually. So. Yeah, and when he was at Florida State, he was a dog. He just has a high ceiling, man. And I just feel like, Pickle's being a little disingenuous when he compares him to Calvin Benjamin, like he's just a jump ball guy. Like, nah, man. He's got physicality, you know. He's got some. He doesn't have like great, amazing speed. He's not like Worthy or maybe Leggett, but like he's got real speed, you know. Especially when like he gets the ball, when he has an angle, man. He's really athletic. You gotta realize
that's because the out muscles will. Never mind.
Oh my god!
Can I ask you a question?
He's got real playmaker.
When the NFL corners cut him down, I'll just stay back in the
man. The NFL corners nowadays are butt. I don't know what you talking about.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring this question up. I know we don't want Cody. I know I'm dragging this out, man, but I'm trying to be like analytical here. All right. So like if AD Mitchell is on the board right now, would we all take him? No consensus over all these guys?
Hell no.
All right.
No.
All right. So, damn. So no one's high.
You guys are also missing a key element. They have banned hip drop tackles, and you know that that means the bigger, more stronger.
No, I mentioned that earlier.
Are going
That's what Kevin was saying when we were doing the film room. That these bigger wide receivers, they're gonna get hip dropped, and that's gonna be a penalty against them. So that's gonna benefit us to have those bigger wide receivers.
They just accept the fact that they can't tackle him, and Xavier Legette goes off for like a 40-yard catch.
Exactly. That's why I said Legette and McConkey earlier, but like nobody was fucking with McConkey.
So are we all? So is the 33rd? Y'all just want a receiver now? Is that it? Is that locked?
Yeah, big fact.
No,
wide receiver.
Who would you draft?
Well, I would draft. Okay, who's available? I have to like the Bills. If the Bills are going to draft a receiver, so that has changed the map on how many people are going to be available. It's a numbers game. So if you say fuck it, if we're just building an offensive line and defensive line, pick the best center on 33 and then wait 39 to get your wide receiver. If you're really set on Keon Coleman, Twan, I'll take him at 39, but I won't take him at 33.
So y'all want to do that? Y'all want to go Zach Frazier right now? I mean, shit, what are we doing?
I mean, I'm not taking Keon Coleman at 33. No, that's ridiculous.
Hold on. To be honest with him, listen. I took Keon at 39.
How is taking Keon Coleman at 33 ridiculous?
Hey, Cody, just pick somebody. It's what I did yesterday.
No, it's ridiculous.
I'm about to have to.
No, it's ridiculous because.
No, listen. Just to let y'all know, I took Coleman at 39.
Okay.
At 39.
Well, I just got it. I'm just saying, like.
That's if he's there, but I think he's going to move up. He's not
going to be 39. He is up there. Look, here's what I'm about to do, man. I'm going to, I put it up in the chat. I put a poll up. Let me see.
Why don't you let the people decide, man? Because we all.
Yeah. So look, all right. I put what wide receiver should the Panthers draft at 33?
Us debaters are all making amazing points.
Right now, with 24 votes, it's Xavier Legette with 60% of the vote. Y'all better get to the vote, man. We got Ladd McConkey, Xavier Legette, and Troy Franklin as to what receiver we should take.
And I guarantee you, all those people are South Carolina fans because that's where we live.
Let me ask y'all something. Do you 100% trust Austin Corbett to stay healthy all year?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right, then. So who is
that's
the
what I'm saying.
But that's why I would rather take Cedric Van Pran, the guy from Georgia, maybe at pick 65.
If all these receivers,
he'll be there.
Pickle, Cody.
If he's not going to be there, then when? And I'm going to say this literally. When Austin Corbett goes down, I think it's going to be very early in the season. The only one you're going to have is Cade Mays to start the rest of the year.
That's what I'm
about to. So here's what I'm going to do. Go ahead, and then finish your thought, and then here's what I'm going to do. Go ahead.
If all these receivers are going to be taken, and the Bills just trade Stephon Diggs, I'm saying it's ridiculous, JJ, because it's a numbers game. I'm not saying Keon Coleman is trash. I'm not saying he's garbage. I am saying it's going to be a numbers game. So there's a lot of good receivers in this draft, but there's not a lot of good offensive linemen. There's more receivers than linemen. So if you're going to pick the best lineman, use 33 on linemen and wait till 39 to get a receiver.
All right.
Yeah, and we
can.
So
here's what I'm going to do. Now, listen up. Here's what I'm going to do. So
that's a great point.
I'm going to draft Zach Frazier at 33. But when we get to 39, I'm going to take, out of the poll that I put up on YouTube, if that receiver is still there at 39, that's who I'm taking. We good?
All right.
That way we're getting. All right, look. Zach Frazier, pick 33. Boom. All right, who's left on the clock? On the
go to wide receiver.
Troy Franklin.
They're all still there.
Except Ladd. There's no Ladd McConkey.
Okay.
Patriots went Lad McConkey. How not surprising.
So Xavier Legette's available, and he's at 54%.
He's available?
Yes.
I don't see he's down. Where is he at? Go scroll down.
He's down right there. Legette. Yeah, so is Worthy, but I don't
have a bunch now. I do have a bunch of people.
Be there either.
I have a bunch of people chanting. I have a bunch of people chanting Worthy, and then people say that he's too small.
What are your trade offers?
God, don't
trade back.
Teams interested in pick 39. Green Bay.
Well, that's 41. Nah.
Do they all want to trade? No other teams.
Yeah, see, on this one, 30 other teams want you to trade with them, but you got to give them the offer. So,
okay. I say no trade, man.
No trade? Okay.
Yeah, I say no trade. Let's just take our guy here.
Just go ahead and take the guy that you told everybody he's going to take.
All
right. Xavier Legette. And that's somebody who can make a better case for someone else. And that's what I'm going to do.
Now it gets real interesting now at 65.
Yo, I'm gonna say this right now. I mean, I think if you still wanted to double up on wide receiver, I think Roman Wilson's a guy that could be really good in the league.
45. Where we at
really
now?
High. What
so
is that
Adrian
name?
Cooper is available.
Who?
No, we're pretty much saying fuck John Mingo.
There's a wide receiver named Washington that Kevin's really high.
Yeah, but you can get him in like the 6th round. Taj Washington.
Yeah, exactly. So,
hey, y'all want to?
Yeah, boys. Kyrie Jackson is still available, man.
Hey, y'all want to make it interesting?
You want to Cody? Yeah, he's real quick.
How tall is he?
He's 6'3", 200 pounds.
He's
a press man. 200.
Read the bottom line. Read the bottom line.
Jackson is an alluring prospect because of his size and athletic combination doesn't come around often. However, he must anticipate routes better and not rely on his recovery speed as much. If he can do this, he can be a starting NFL caliber shutdown corner. I'm for it.
No,
I'm kind of down for Kyrie Jackson right here, y'all. Because look, we have a wide receiver. We drafted a corner. The only other position other than corner I would like to draft is linebacker.
Wait, you said we drafted
Cody, doesn't his scouting report sound like Dante Jackson?
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
but he's bigger than Dante, though.
Not as tall. Go down briefly. I want to bring that guy, this dude up. There's
Adrian Cooper. Adrian Cooper is another really good player.
Kenneth Walker had a visit with Carolina.
He did.
Cody, is this pick 65?
Yeah, we're at 65 right now.
Oh,
Adrian Cooper. So right now, Adrian Cooper is available, the linebacker. So is Kyrie Jackson, the corner out of Oregon.
Go linebacker.
What would y'all rather do, chat? Linebacker or corner?
Linebacker.
Is Wilson still available?
Who?
Peyton Wilson.
No, it's been gone, bro.
Nah, I bet.
Adrian Cooper's a damn good linebacker, though.
Yeah, he's a good linebacker, but I looked at the draft for next year. It's a defensive draft, so let's just get linebacker right now.
Hey, let me welcome my man C3 Cole to the Friday free for all. Cole, what's up, brother?
Happy draft night, it looks like, boys. What's happening? What did you do with the first two picks? I just jumped in here.
We went Zach Frazier and Xavier Legette at 39.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Hey, Pickle was on to something, though.
Keeping
I
it
know y'all
fresh.
might not want to do it, but if you're going to take X, I would take Tez right behind his ass just for each other to have an insurance policy. You got to get a receiver in this draft class that's going to hit regardless.
Yeah.
Some people are saying Braylon Trice, the edge defender right here out of Washington. I don't know about.
We might want to scoop up Xavier Leggette's quarterback from college right there. You know, he's right
Man,
there.
no, the
You know, for
fuck
the
we
take.
don't, JJ.
Nah, Kevin would trip out if we did that.
Bro, let's not say we did. Hey, if I'm voting Kyrie Jackson. I think we need another corner, man. Y'all better start saying something. I'm gonna start picking people.
What wide receivers are left?
Wide receivers?
Yeah,
We just took one.
we should double up.
I mean, we did take one already, but the Devontae Walker, Jalen McMillan, Johnny Wilson, Jamari Thrash.
Never mind. They do not look that good.
It's really between Cooper and Jackson. Pickle, you're muted. Don't you know that by now?
Fuck a duck. Pickle, shut the hell up. I've been talking all this damn time and I'm muted. What the hell? I just thought people was ignoring me.
Pickle's like, nobody's listening to me, damn it.
I was getting ignored so often that, and you know what now? I tried earlier to convince him to go with Peyton Wilson and they wouldn't do it. They said
I had a feeling somebody was going to have my back, Pickle. I'm glad it was you, brother.
We was going to go somewhere else. Cody
and then whoever's screaming linebacker right now after skipping over Peyton Wilson, that's bullshit.
That's what they do, man.
That is bullshit. If you take a linebacker right here after skipping over Peyton Wilson, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all that.
He said y'all bullshit. That's what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would go to Jackson the corner or Edgar Cooper, one of them. But to be bluntly honest, let's back up a little bit. Edgar Cooper, you take him in a third round, unless the injury, he'll just be he'll be a backup for a year, a special team.
So I just put a poll.
They're not going to bench. They're not going to bench Shaq or Jules for Edgar Cooper. So unless he looks like Luke Kuechly. So in reality, if you're talking about somebody who's going to make a meaningful difference his rookie year, Jackson, it might be your better pick.
Boys, we have 10 votes, and it's 60% to 40% Cooper over Jackson. I just put a poll.
Half of people ain't voting.
I just put a poll in the chat. Cooper is the linebacker. Jackson's the corner.
Vote for Jackson or shut the hell up.
No, we should go with Jackson, Cody.
Or shut the hell up.
Yeah, we should go with the corner.
Yeah, right now
people are saying Cooper is better than Wilson in the chat.
Yeah, man, we're getting more votes for Cooper. We're getting more votes for Cooper right now.
Oh, you called them retarded?
No, I said they're all Tar Heel fans, but it kind of is the same thing. Yeah.
Fine. You take a rookie special team linebacker. That's what you go ahead and take most.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
take you a special teamer who's going to take. He'll likely play special teams for 2 years before he gets opportunity.
I can't hear everybody. I'm gonna refresh my back, Cody.
So.
Yeah, like.
All right, man. What we're doing? Cooper's winning the vote. I'm about to take Cooper.
I say fuck. I say grab Cooper.
Yeah, we're doing.
I mean, I mean, nothing wrong with Wilson. Nothing wrong with the kid from North Carolina State. Nothing wrong with him, but he flashes. But is he going to sustain in the NFL?
Nope. Adrian Cooper, you are the guy. Let's get it.
Stop comparing that man to Luke Kuechly. He is not Luke Kuechly. Stop it. All you people who's comparing Luke Kuechly, stop it.
Half of people didn't like Luke Kuechly when he was a rookie.
Are you talking about Peyton Wilson and Luke Kuechly? It's okay to do the comparison right now. He's bigger, faster, and stronger. Why can't you do the comparison?
Look, I get it, but when you do that comparison, you're basically putting a stamp on it. Like, look, you need to be like Luke Kuechly, or you gonna be done.
Nah, Ed, fuck that. Kuechly is putting the stamp on Wilson though, so why not?
Maybe he sees something we don't see.
I'm trying to see what tight ends.
I feel you though. I'm just biased, but I do think Peyton's amazing.
Now that tennis, go back up. The Kansas City guy right there. There was a shitload of draft analysts out there saying that he's probably the second tight end off the board.
The what?
The second tight end off
the board.
All right, so y'all trying to go tight end here?
I am not angry at getting a tight end at all this draft, Cody.
Let's get Cade Stover, not this guy.
We still need a corner.
The PFF has Stover rated higher than Ben Sinnott.
Well, PFF also had Xavier Worthy down rated like 65.
Because Xavier Worthy's
not
that good.
Ben Sinnott.
Cade Stover, he from Ohio State. You know he got a
No.
So he's not very fast, they're saying.
Yeah, that's why.
He's not the fastest.
Can he block worth a damn? That's what I want to know.
He's solid.
We already got a blocking tight end.
Yeah, it says he has a great build. It says Cade Stover has a good build with good body control and balance, which shows up particularly when blocking. He's an intelligent blocker with patience and strength for his size.
Exactly.
Send the note card in on Stover for me, sir.
Ian Thomas.
And Cody, he's very athletic, man. I've seen him make a few impressive plays, but I think the biggest thing about him. Hold on, real quick. Shut up, Pickle. Come on. All right. So he's not the fastest, but he get north and south, bro. I'm telling you, he break tackles. When you see him, as soon as he get the ball, bro, he get to going, and he not trying to make you miss. He trying to run you over, bro. That's a dog right there. All right.
They said he had a bad combine though, JJ.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that, you know. But you already know athletic measurables don't mean you're not a great football player.
No, I know.
The chats also said that Senate, he catches the ball and he doesn't like being tackled, and he turns into a running back.
Bro, who got the hard breathing going on?
Me, I'm fucking running down the stairs. My fault.
But look, if I'm just reading based off of their profile, I would say Ben Sinnott is probably a better receiving tight end, whereas I think Cade Stover is a little more well-rounded, a little bit better blocker, but not as athletic as a Ben Sinnott.
What? Man, if Cade Stover's downside is his athleticism, sign me up, bro, because I've seen him make some pretty impressive plays. I'm not going to lie. But he's caught it over a guy's head top. I tell you, he does have one drop against Michigan that pains me. But outside of that, man, Cade Stover was really him for real. But you know I'm a little biased. I've seen plenty of his games. So.
No, true, but this is a good point by Jermaine. He says Sinnott was more productive offensively because OSU is wide receiver U. So they were throwing to the receivers more than they were State. I mean, if I'm voting right here, I'm probably going to say Ben Sinnott just because I would prefer a counter to Tommy Tremble, who to me is a good blocker on the line of scrimmage. Ian Thomas ain't shit. We know that. I'd probably go Ben Sinnott right here.
We got a stubborn head coach who wants to run the ball, man. Get two blockers out there.
Yeah, that's true too, man.
Greg Olson was a willing blocker before he came to. That's all he was before he came to Carolina.
That's what he is, man. That's Greg 2.0 right there.
DJ James, the corner.
There's Tommy Eckenberg.
No.
Hey, you want to?
No, I don't want Tommy for.
Hey, you want to go DJ James? Right here, he's a corner. We do need a corner.
DJ James is good. What is I already know he's going. Freaking Cam Hart, is he gone already?
Whoa! Go back up and look at that DJ James. Go back and look at DJ James, dude. Catch out what they said.
I am. I'm looking for Hart. No, Hart's not on the board no more.
Okay, cool.
Wait, he's a corner?
Yeah, corner. Yeah, he said DJ James. He said he wants to look at DJ James.
I know, but I'm trying to see if Cam Hart's not good. All right.
Right there he is.
James.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look what it says at the bottom. Has fluid hips to mirror and match offline in press. Although he is quick, his long speed is average at best, which might hold him back from being a starter at the next level.
Yeah, but that's what they said about Richard Sherman. Look at Richard Sherman.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm down for the upside. I
mean, that's something you can teach.
I don't know.
You can teach. You can teach some of that.
I don't know.
Edge Cam Hart is still there.
Shit, I'll take him.
Oh, 6'2", 207.
Yes, big boy.
Some people saying some people are saying no cornerbacks from Notre Dame.
It says he's a heavy zone guy, and NFL teams that draft him won't want to use him in press zone much. Well, maybe he just don't know it yet. Maybe he just got to learn it.
If I'm voting, I'm gonna say DJ James.
I mean, you can. I mean, you could take. I mean, look with Cam Hart, you could teach this man other positions. I mean, yeah, you're gonna want to build off his strength, but he can play man. I mean, yeah,
what would y'all about to do? Tight end or corner right here?
Corner.
Neither one.
Nah. Give me Cade Stover.
Check out.
One for Cade Stover. Pickle, who you voting?
None of the above.
God damn it, Pickle.
All right.
Go with Cade. Come on, Pickle. Damn.
A tight end.
All right. I got one for Stover, one for not. Edge.
I got Cam Hart.
Twan, you there? Who you picking, bro?
No, man, I'm just listening. I'm just getting other ideas from listening to y'all talk, man.
Now, King James, that ain't fair, bro. You
can't. So that's not a vote.
You can't hate corners from Notre Dame just because Troy Pride was a bust.
Troy Pride was the worst.
You just can't do that. If you do that, then you got to hate everybody from Florida State because Calvin Benjamin.
Hey, Cole, who you picking, bro?
You got to do.
Exactly, Pickle.
Man, look. Florida's look. First of all, Kelvin. First of all, Calvin Benjamin was the odd man out. Like that's not what we usually push out there.
Yeah.
And he just again, man. He was addicted to honey buns, man. I mean, that's a real thing.
It's like what I said earlier when they drafted that.
Hey, wait, hold on, Twan. You're the tiebreaker. We're going tight end or corner.
What pick?
We're at pick 101.
Tight end or corner? Oh.
A lot of people in the chat saying Ben Sinnott, the tight end.
Tight end, yeah, Sinnott. That's a good pick.
But see, here's the deal. You're the only one to vote for Sinnott. JJ voted for Stover. Edge voted for. Oh, yeah, you voted.
I was about to say.
No, you're right. Pickle did. All right.
Me and Cole
that's the
got
tiebreaker.
Stover.
Nah, Ben Sinnott. That's the guy.
Okay, Ben Sinnott. I mean, I'm not mad at Ben Sinnott. Though. I said I really.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be real. If it was me, I would have taken a corner right there.
Yeah, same, man.
Yeah, because we already down at 141. We still haven't taken one.
Yeah, well, I wanted a corner earlier.
Twan, we drafting Will Shipley out of Clemson or Jordan Travis out of FSU?
Hey, let's draft Jordan Travis. Just for the hell of it. Cody has yet to draft a quarterback this year. He's yet to draft a quarterback in any mock this year.
Bro, you know what I'm going to say. You already know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, bro, we don't really draft. Bro, hey, I'm gonna take it to Will Shipley.
Can I say this? Can I say this?
Better than Bryce Young?
Let me tell you this. If Jordan Travis got picked up on our team, he would outperform Bryce Young. I'm telling you this right now.
He getting real nasty right now.
Bro,
Bryce Young would be out of here.
Bro, what are we doing?
Joe Milton. I agree with that, bro. Draft Joe Milton.
I'll take Joe Milton.
But if y'all think,
oh man, it's such a great, bro. It's such a great
motherfucking quarterback.
Absolutely, Twan.
You're out your damn mind.
Bro, if Cedric Gray is available, that's the obvious pick.
Cedric Gray?
I mean, yeah, Cedric Gray is there, but
That dude's a beast.
We already took a linebacker.
No,
I don't give a damn. Get another one.
Get
another one.
We play a 4-3. We need 2 linebackers.
Y'all get caught up in this like you can only get one position one time.
So y'all don't want to draft a running back right here?
No.
Who's the running backs? Let me see who they are. Go to the running backs.
He wants his Clemson running back. He wants
Shipley.
I like Shipley too, though.
Yeah, me too. So the running backs are Will Shipley, Isaac Guarendo, Dylan Lobb, Dylan Johnson, Kamani Vidal.
That dude out of Troy is a beast, but I wouldn't take him right here. That kid, go look at the highlights of that kid. I'm telling you right now. I'm giving you a treat. I'm giving you a treat right now. Go look at that kid Vidal out of Troy.
No, let's hold out for the running back on Troy later.
I mean, but look, I'm just saying. I'm saying go look at him. Period. Not for our draft.
You said not right
just
now.
Just go take a look at that guy. Yeah. No, not now.
Yeah, let's get him.
Go take a look at him.
And by the way, we have 2 picks back to back. We have 141 and 142. So we can pick the next 2 players that we want.
Cedric Gray has to be one of those picks, like Twan said.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
Cedric Gray.
He's a great linebacker.
Bro, let's go to the Carolinas.
How did he slip that far, bro?
Bro, let's get Cedric Gray and then Will Shipley back to back. What y'all say?
Nah.
No,
Did somebody already pick up Audric Estime?
Cornelius Johnson. My fault.
Cedric Gray?
Nah, ignore me saying that.
Will Shipley.
Cedric Gray. Draft Cedric Gray. We already did.
I already did. Now I'm about to draft Will Shipley.
Go to edge. We need edge. Right
Shipley runs hard, bro. I'll take Shipley. I'll take Shipley.
He runs hard. I mean, he runs like Isaiah.
What's up, bro?
Shipley runs hard.
I know he runs hard, bro. He runs very hard. He's a hard
man.
No,
listen, Cody.
Shipley
Have you done a
down
mock? Cody, have you done a mock yet where you did not take Will Shipley?
Yeah, man. Last one was the only time I even took, bro. The last one. Pick right here, man. He's ranked as their 138th player, and right now we're at 142. So it's a value, man.
Take him. Just take him and be.
Bro,
do y'all really know any of these dudes? Nelson Caesar, Grayson Murphy,
Grayson Murphy's name sounds pretty.
No, I know who Grayson Murphy is.
You know the badass that got the name McGregor in their name.
Man.
I know who Grayson Murphy is, man.
No, first of all, you remember the McGregor basketballs?
I'm drafting Will Shipley, damn it.
Those was the rubber basket, the terrible basketball.
I drafted Will Shipley, man. I don't care. Y'all can say whatever.
Hey, if we don't get Audric, if we can't get Benson early, if we go running back early, then I would love to get Audric Estime, man. That kid out of Notre Dame.
I mean, we do need to run.
He just won't go down. He just won't go down, bro.
I would like to add clarity to that, though. I think we need a bigger running back, a vertical.
Right. Then go with the guy from Wisconsin. Then go with the guy from Wisconsin.
Do y'all know what running back they brought in for a visit this week?
Yeah, the dude from I forget.
He said it was his only visit or whatever.
Yeah, Florida State, right? The Florida State running back.
Yeah.
We brought Benson in there?
Yeah.
I think we had the Texas running back.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jonathan Brooks.
Oh.
The dude that ran like
Brooks came on a visit.
He ran like a.
I'm gonna make a PSA real quick. You better get used, or you better go ahead and make place for a Florida State player on this Panthers team, because we got like 11. We have like at least 13 guys in the draft.
Is he going to be better than Jamie Robinson?
It's going to be 2 of them coming. Jamie Robinson got picked up in the 5th round, bro. That's a developmental player.
He's supposed to be this badass Florida State player.
But look, who was he going to start ahead of this year? He's just a rookie.
No. Jamie Robinson can play.
Hey, what position y'all trying to draft?
I think he'll get his chances this year.
Right now we're at 240.
Can you show the picks that we've already made?
Yep. I think so. Hang on. I gotta find the shit. Oh, no. No. What
click
the
on
fuck?
see if the name will click on where it says Carolina Panthers.
This is crazy, man. I'm hyped up for a women's basketball game.
Hey, but it's a damn good game, though, bud. It is for real.
I don't think that it shows. We drafted a center, so we drafted Zach Frazier. We drafted Xavier Leggett. We drafted Edgerrin James.
I'll be right back, Cody. I'll be right back.
Hell no! Don't you dare pick up Tagovailoa.
I'm just trying to get Cody drafted quarterback. I want to get that.
Damn sure it doesn't tell you the players that you drafted, man.
That
That's
sucks, man.
But
Did you?
Honestly,
so I guess just for my sake, did you address where it says
click
needs?
Analyst. Click over there next to trade analyst. What's it show you?
It just says.
I did, smart ass.
Oh well, see.
So where it says needs, did you guys hit all those?
Let me see.
We didn't hit D-line. We did not hit D-line.
That's where I think you might have fucked up, Cody. We all the way at 240 looking for a nose tackle.
Yeah, man, I know.
Lots
Outside
of shots.
linebacker, edge. There's outside linebacker left.
Yeah, we ain't took edge either.
Shit,
Edge
man.
ain't even on there. Edge ain't even on there.
Lots of shot total.
I don't even know none of these guys.
I know none of them.
Yeah. Go to D-line.
Well, who's the best player available?
Well, I don't know. You control.
You smart ass Piccolo. I love it.
Nah, hell no.
I'm not being smart ass. I'm being honest. He got the buttons.
Yeah, but there ain't no buttons to be found, Pickle.
Get Crummy. What a fucked up name.
Him? Bro, you just talking shit. All right. This is the last
D-line. It's D-line.
Well, what do you say we go?
Find the guy that's ranked at 240 and see if we can't draft him.
But how about JJ Weaver, 6'5", 244?
Oh hell! If you draft somebody from Kentucky, he's just gonna come on there and slap you.
Oh Lord, I don't want that. D's got them triceps, man. I ain't trying to take a D slap.
You might not get him on that one.
Hey yo.
All right, man. What y'all want to do, man?
Go up one more.
What are the wide receivers looking like?
We should draft whoever's ranked at 240.
Facts.
240 is a tight end.
Well, draft him anyway. It's a special teamer.
What up, bro?
This dude probably won't even make the roster.
So if it's a special teamer, let it be a linebacker or the quarterback.
I'm thinking we're gonna draft Darius Massall.
Nah, we should draft JC Hunt's replacement.
But ain't no replacement.
Draft
Draft
Knox from South Carolina. Trey Knox.
I'm just saying, stick close to the top of that BPA. You know, we're just shooting flyers on.
Hey
guys.
man, I'm thinking about doing. I'm gonna do Trevor Wallace. We need a linebacker. Let's do another linebacker.
Now we got
no. That would be our third, man. We've already taken 3 up.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no, too much.
All right, go corner.
Cody, yeah, go. Yeah, do we have a safety? We need a safety.
More than a corner? Let's see what corners are there. Darius Monroe out of Tulane. Isn't he pretty good?
Sure.
274, though.
And he's 6'2", 205. Man, we might be able to do something.
We're just, projected reaching 30 picks.
Yeah, I know, right?
I
So what y'all want to do then, man? This is like one of the last picks. What y'all want to do?
Look at safeties.
Tyler Owens, Texas Tech.
Kenny Loggins Jr. Oh shit!
Isn't that a country singer, Pickle?
something like that.
He sings "Highway to the Danger
Kenny
Zone."
Loggins. He's a rock singer.
Yeah, he's like that mid in between blend of
Yo, Stats, what's up, dude?
Southern rock.
So
One of them new country soft rock shit.
"Highway to the Danger Zone" is Kenny Loggins.
Yeah. Highway to the Danger Zone. Hey, we got to draft him just for the hell of it, just because that's a good song.
Y'all want to? Shit, I'm down.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead.
Does his daddy come and perform in Bank of America Stadium like David Temple wants him to?
Well, either that or they could live on the social media blitz like you remember Jacksonville this past year when Josh Allen on the defense broke out like when they played each other and had like a really good time. So now and then they carried like talking about him just because of his name for like 4 weeks. It might work.
Who y'all want to draft, man? My vote's for the Tulane corner, unless y'all want to draft someone else, man.
I want to draft Kenny Loggins.
All right, one for Kenny Loggins. Fucking.
I got Tyler Owens.
Tyler Owens. Okay. Tyler Owens. Cole, what say you, man?
What?
Cody, I couldn't hear everybody. Who's it between?
It's between Tyler Owens, Kenny Logan Jr. and the corner out of Tulane, Jarius Monroe.
We should draft the kicker.
My vote is for
I'm
Monroe.
not going to win, but I'm voting for damn Josh Proctor, the safety.
Yes, sir. You already know. I'm voting with Cole right there.
All right, two for Josh Proctor. Strat, who you voting, bro? Strat, you there? Nope, no stretch. Twan Don.
Because his daddy's back.
Oh my lord. What are we doing now?
What up? Who's this?
I got two for Josh Proctor. Unless we can get. Man, y'all really don't want to take a corner? Damn.
I really want to take
I feel like he's a reach though, Cody. I mean, at least the one I picked was only 10 picks. Projected 10 picks back.
Dude, Tyler,
I'm digging the stash, bro.
Hey, what y'all want to do, man? I got two for Proctor.
Just draft Proctor.
Fuck it, man. Just draft Proctor.
Yeah.
Hey, what's my man's name again with the Panthers hat on?
Kyle.
Kyle, what's up, bro?
How we doing, bud?
I'm digging the stash, bro. You got that porn 89 stash. Got the porn star 89 stash.
All right, man. There you have it.
I like it.
For Proctor.
This mock draft: Zach Frazier at 33, Xavier Leggett at 39, Adrian Cooper at 65, Ben Sinnott tight end at 101, linebacker Cedric Gray at 141, Will Shipley running back at 142, and Josh Proctor, safety out of Ohio State at 200. And
safety?
We got a higher safety for Proctor than we did for the tight
I
end.
tried to tell him, Twan, I would have grabbed a corner, man.
What are y'all grabbing another safety for? We don't even need that.
Yeah, come on, Cody. The safety, the corner you wanted was ranked like 270.
Yeah, but this is a corner. At least it's a position of. At least it's a position of need.
Yeah, he's probably as good of a corner as Josh Proctor is.
Let me say this though. Who was Mr. Irrelevant last year? Or year before?
Purdy.
Okay, all right. Mr.
Sometimes it's about fit.
Well, you know what? The Panthers have drafted safe corners in the 7th round before.
No, there.
Well, wait a minute. I thought we just proved this year that he was really.
Even though we have safeties, it's not a reach because like injuries happen. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a quality.
Have
player.
we ever?
I thought we proved this year
had a
just kind of got dropped into a system, and it really was the system that made him better. So I don't think your argument really holds water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Have we ever? No. Yeah, it does. It's just he looks like he's better than he was where he was picked at. But Man, it's all subjective, man. You know, you got to play the game, man. That's what you love about it. You got to play the game. No matter where you get picked at, you have to play.
That's why we all came here to do this.
Yeah.
You're saying game changer?
It's really no right and wrong answers, to be honest with you, too, bro.
I mean, there will definitely be some wrong answers for sure, and there will be some absolute right answers. 100.
Well, yeah.
I'm talking about when it comes to us. I'm saying when it comes to us drafting with the mock drafts, the teams have to get it right, not us.
Yeah, it's on them to make the right answer.
Yeah.
Like we can be subjective all we want, but we're definitely all going to be subjective on them collectively because they're the ones that are actually making the decision. But
they gotta get
what we're doing is fun.
All right. Let's be real. We Panther fans, all right? We've just drafted a whole draft of Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers, the best damn draft.
No, we didn't.
Every one of these guys are Hall of Famers.
Josh Proctor gonna be.
Hey, you know who we drafted?
Hey! I bet you what, Josh Proctor for damn sure gonna be better than Jamie Robinson. That's for damn sure. Jamie Bumson.
If that's what you
saying
feel.
all that.
But this is what I'm gonna say though to that though, Edge.
For sure,
for fans making a decision off a guy from one preseason game, it says it all.
Did he even get on the field?
Oh yeah, it does.
He didn't get on the field because he's a rookie. I'm not gonna argue. That's a dumb point.
Come on,
JJ, cut it out, man. You gotta stop with these dumb takes, JJ.
No,
you gotta cut it out with these takes. This is when people think you don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking? No.
You gotta cut out these crazy takes.
Come on, bro.
I think JJ's been right about more things than you have, Juan, to be honest with you. So I don't know if you can really talk either.
What?
What are we talking about?
I didn't even hear him.
You heard what I said?
No, we didn't. Please repeat.
I didn't hear what he said.
I said JJ's probably been right about a few more things than 2-1's been anyway, so you don't really have a leg to stand on either.
Damn, no fights
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Hey, Brian, how about this? I'm right all the time.
I won't feed into that.
That's right. That's right. You're right all the time.
I'm just saying, if you want to try to put down other people, we should be looking at ourselves.
Everybody have a good time, man. It's just a Friday.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
But I need a beer. That's what I need, man. I realize I'm way too
beer, Cody. Shit,
I'm way too fucking sober for a Friday afternoon.
Somebody get your boy, man. Somebody get your boy. My zip is stuck.
Cody already forgot he was a Matt Corral fan. Like, come on now. How could you always forget?
Nothing wrong with Matt Corral, man. Nothing wrong with Matt Corral.
Hey, Matt Corral looked good. He looked good for the Birmingham Stallions, baby.
For real.
Yeah,
and don't start cold.
And y'all need to
That's
watch
my
that.
boy Matt Corral, bro.
I ain't gonna say shit. You have at it,
bro. That's my boy Matt Corral. Don't do that, Cole.
If y'all haven't watched the UFL, y'all really need to watch it. It's a lot more entertaining.
Not gonna do it.
The NFL is.
Come on, Juan.
I'll say this.
I've been trying to tell him about the UFL, man.
Not gonna do it.
Is Matt Corral better than Bryce Young?
It's good football, man.
Juan, for real though, why?
JJ, I'm gonna be honest with that question.
To me, it's those kind of.
Matt Corral threw a much better deep ball this in the game I saw Saturday than any game I saw last year with Bryce Young. I'm not going to
Kyle,
anything more than that. I'll just say he threw a much better deep ball.
It's like, man, it's arena football, man. It's the replaceables. You saw the movie The Replaceables.
Can I just interject one thing? If you
haven't watched it, then you don't know that.
Can I just interject one thing?
I watched it in the past. I just don't like it.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Let me just say. You did say the first thing you said, Tuan. I mean, I understand what your point, but the first thing you said is it's arena football, and take away the it's an arena. And what do you have, bro?
Football. Exactly.
I'm saying,
bro. It's entertainment. I mean, for people that it's like that. It's like eat this now before the main course gets here.
Right.
No, yeah,
Come on,
hey,
it's
but
the
Swan,
G
but let me,
League. You know,
but look, let me say it like
this
this,
is where we
Swan.
got PJ Walker.
I never ever
Exactly.
It's
watch
the
any of
reason
the.
why
Hold
those
on, look,
guys play over
hear
there.
me
Yeah.
out. Hear me out. There's a reason. I never really watch any of these other football leagues or organizations, but I do like
don't
the
either.
UFL. I did enjoy the UFL because it looks like they're trying to incorporate rules from the UFL. Like they're going to use the UFL as like a tester league for all the rules that they want to implement into the NFL. So like off this past Saturday, and I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. I think that's going to be a
Well, listen,
good
I'm not
game of
telling
football.
anyone else not to like it. I'm not saying, look.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
I'm not talking.
But
I'm just,
everybody
I
can do
don't like
whatever the
it.
hell they want, man.
Yeah. I just don't watch it. You know, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not
It's just
watching
whatever.
that shit either.
I hear you, dude. Normally, I would.
It's
Normally, I
like
would do
college
the same
kids
thing.
and
it's
the
generic.
pros.
It's like Kool-Aid and what did we say about the Kool-Aid the other day, Pickle? It's like Kool-Aid and the off-brand Kool-Aid. You know, I want the regulars.
Listen, here's my
Nah,
opinion.
that was a bad
Y'all
example.
can watch
'cause
what you want,
name
but
brand
if I
Kool-Aid
have
is
to
garbage.
choose, between picking watching second-ranked football or basketball or baseball or soccer, my ass is watching football. Fuck everything
Well,
else.
you missing out in basketball.
Basketball,
Nah,
I don't watch
you're
baseball.
You must
I
be
don't watch
crazy.
soccer. I don't want to see
I'm
that
turning on that
bullshit. I don't want to hear
basketball.
that bullshit.
All right,
If
man. We're
y'all
about to
like
get the
it,
hell off this damn show,
y'all
man.
enjoy
We're
it. I'm
already
not
at
going.
almost
Man,
3 hours.
NBA all day, bro.
Yeah, fuck the NBA.
I love it.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
know,
wild.
hey, look.
All right, man. Hey,
Bad for
hey.
you guys.
Overall, what did y'all think
Hey,
about?
let me ask you a quick question, Cody. What, like, out of all the sports you watch, right, that you cheer for, who is on the top of your list as far as teams, college, pros? Who is your top team?
I mean, my top team is probably the Panthers, followed very closely by my Clemson Tigers. But my Clemson Tigers and my Panthers are interchangeable, and those are the only two teams I cheer for. The only other sport that I'm into is MMA and fighting, like MMA, UFC, like boxing.
Trying to see people get knocked out.
Yeah, but I need some, bro. For real, I need some violence in my shit, JJ.
Well, see, the Panthers are last on my list.
Well, the NFL in 10 years, you won't be watching the NFL then, I guess. You know.
Yeah, right. Because they're gonna take all the violence out the game.
I've heard that. I've heard that since 1980.
Yeah, definitely.
10 years they'll remove tackling. In 10 years, it's going to be fake. But
I believe blue and orange.
Somebody may be right.
No,
because they keep.
I don't actually believe that though. I believe they're actually going to loosen up on these rules within 10
But
years.
my I'm a real big fan of my Clemson Tigers, man. I'm always looking forward to
I asked you that question because I'm a Knicks fan before anything, bro. That's since birth. Florida State.
Yeah.
I mean, not only attending the school,
New York, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, with Florida State, with the Panthers, it's just the team that I've been cheering for the least. The least amount of time, and I've been there since the beginning. I mean, all those other teams that I pull for, it's been lifetime almost. You know, the Panthers are us, bro.
Hey, but you know who I've been another sport that I've been interested in because of that Netflix show is Formula One. Watching these Formula One cars, man. I like Team.
I'm more in MMA now. I used to hate MMA, but now I love it.
No,
good. Yo, we need to watch some fights one night, Twan.
Oh yeah,
over everything.
Hey, Twan, go ahead. Tell them what we do, Twan.
Oh, with the plug. Oh yeah, if you're a 704 Charlotte Bound member, we show every pay-per-view game for all our members, bro. Not subscribers, members.
Pay-per-view. What the UFC fights?
All of it.
Damn. All right, shit. Well, hey man, listen.
Cody, you know you'll get in. We'll let you in.
Oh, but you already know I got the plug, man. No, I appreciate you. No,
yes,
I'm
I know that, Cody.
I'm gonna come hang out.
I see that.
Hey man, but look, this has been another edition of the C3 Friday Free For All, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming on here and hanging out with the boys, man. Talking Panther football. We've had great interaction tonight. Big time contract extension for Derrick Brown. I think for the most part, Panther.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
Yeah, man. We're all happy for him. Happy for his family, and hopefully he's gonna be a part of a lot better Panther football teams than what he's been a part of thus far. Let's just hope for that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, listen, get out of here. Kyle, my man, started the show and he's going to end the show. Kyle, you know we appreciate you, brother. Give me your final thoughts for the show tonight, man.
All right, man. Thanks as always, Cody. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Derrick Brown. Dude, we were so lucky to, as fans, you know what I mean? Because we all were like, well, maybe they. I mean, we all knew that they should give him his money, a year early. But a lot of us were like, well, we don't have to pay him right now, or we can, deal with that when we get there. We have needs, but taking care of that right now just solidifies that he is a cornerstone on the team in more than just, the team's eyes, So for me, that's a win on all fronts. Go Hornets, go Panthers. Let's go. Keep pounding.
Let's go. Kyle, really appreciate you, bro. And we have real fans when people are calling in during work, man, because they just got to be a part of the free for all, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, Kyle. You're my boy, dog. You're my boy. Next up on the docket, my man Edge. Edge, we appreciate you joining the show, man. Made for a great discussion. Tell them where they can find y'all's content and give me your final thoughts for the show, man.
Well, right now, you can go ahead and find me on the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. I'm one of the hosts over there. I have my own show, A Word Edgewise. Hey, look, if you did not catch my show, I dropped a show last week. Hey, go check it out, man. Go drop some likes on it. If you want to put a comment on there, put a comment on there, all right? Listen, I read all comments and everything, and I will make sure to reply to everybody's comments on there, all right? So I'm on the 704 Charlotte Bound Show with A Word Edgewise. You can also find me on X. All right, you can also find me on Twitter. All right, you can also find me on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram as well. All right, and you also find me on the 704 Charlotte Bound Show on Instagram as well. All right, and not only that, and I will be the guy that will turn your 5th round pick into a Pro Bowler, and that's a word.
It's the worst.
Big facts.
Appreciate you, Edge. Hey man, y'all go check out our guys Edge and Twan at the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. We always say when it comes to Panthers podcasters, the rising tide lifts all boats, man. We are trying to get these subscribers out here, you know what I'm saying? My man Twan, always great to talk to you, brother. I haven't talked to you that much recently, so it's good to holler at you, man. And give me your final thoughts for the show, brother.
Hey man, thanks for having me, first of all.
Always.
I'll keep it quick. Good to see Pickle and everybody, man. My man Kyle and everybody, DJ Skills, everybody, JJ, all of y'all, man. I had some fun tonight with y'all. I wish I could get over here more, so I'll get over here.
Yes, sir.
Ramadan is winding down for me.
Cool.
I don't know what people's spirituality is or whatever, but I want all of y'all to know I prayed for all of y'all, all my friends, man, for prosperity, financial gain, great health, just anything you guys want in life, man. I pray for my enemies, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That they have a change of heart, man. I'm just a guy who loves football, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, but don't hate me because of the sport at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate anybody because talking sports or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's not good. The media is trying to make people hate each other over the simplest things, man. So, let sports be sports and regular life be regular life. And it takes courage from a man to just love more, man. Love the people around you. Appreciate the people around you because we all won't be here one day.
That's it. That's it, man. Hey, pray for your fellow man. I'm gonna pray for all of y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all pray for me, man.
Yeah, man.
And,
keep each other prayed up.
Hey, I want to see all my people live their best life, man.
Exactly.
Wealth, health, happiness. Man, I wish that for all of y'all, man. I'm dead serious, man. Twan, we appreciate you. Next up, my brother JJ. Happy to have you back on the free for all, man. Give me your final thoughts for the show today, bro.
Shoot, man, you already know. got Derrick Brown locked up for 4 more years of him. Hopefully we don't do him like DJ Moore. I seen that they said 4 more years, and it immediately reminded me of the caption. That's the same caption they had for DJ Moore. It was like 4 more years. Yeah, I was like, wow.
Hopefully that's not a bad omen.
Yeah, exactly. We better not trade his ass. No, I believe in Dan to not do him like that. So, hopefully, we draft good positions. Dan nails the draft. I'm sure. What we got, like 3 more Friday free for alls until the draft. You know,
yeah, man.
Just hang in there. It's coming around. It's only a few more mock drafts. Only a few more mock drafts, and we'll be over. But
check this out. JJ. We got next Friday is the 12th. The following Friday is the 19th, and the following Friday on the 26th, this show will be live streaming the draft, and we will be live. Because it'll be on Friday. The Thursday the 25th is the first night of the draft, and then Friday the 26th, right when we do the free for all, that's when the Panthers will be.
Yeah, that's when our draft starts.
That's it, man. So you want to be here for the free for all, you know what I'm saying, man?
No, I'm
gonna be making my rounds just like I did last year too, man. Not to cut JJ off and nothing like that. But I'm gonna come over here, show love. You know, I'm gonna make my rounds, man. Like we all got suits on and ties that night, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know? Go ahead, JJ.
Also, we was talking about what teams we ordered earlier. So I was like, I got my Buckeyes 1, of course. I got my Panthers 2. Okay. And I got the Hornets and the Canes. But yeah, I got gear for all my team. Actually, no, I don't have Canes gear, but I want to get one of these.
I was about to say, JJ, you really be fucking with the Hurricanes like that?
Yeah, I really do. Actually, whenever football season over, man, I'm really locked in with the Hornets and the Canes.
I'm getting more into those guys, man. I don't even like hockey.
Yeah,
but I'm right here. I know the people. I'm right here.
I've been to a few hockey
the
games.
People that are into it, I know the people that are into it. They love that shit, man.
Hey, JJ, look. Hey, JJ, I can send you some tickets, man, because I at my office, one of the execs there gets free tickets, and he asks us all the time. It's just, it's not a lot of people there that like watch ice hockey games. I went to one game. I loved it, man.
I wish I could go to a Canes game. They got that siren and shit.
Yeah, man.
It's wild. It's wild.
There have been a lot of great Panthers.
It's wild.
There's been a lot of Panthers. A lot of Panthers music. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, man.
Burns.
Seen them post.
Hey, man.
Let me say my teams real quick, Cody. Knicks. My second team is Florida State. My third team is the Yankees. The almighty Yankees. We're gonna make a comeback one day, bro. Somehow, some way.
Damn, the Panthers are below all of them, Twan?
Yeah, Panthers is 4. Now, it ain't no less love. The Panthers have been around the least amount of time.
Bro, so how are you a podcaster for your 4th favorite team only?
Yeah, exactly.
The Panthers are 25 years. The Panthers are not that old.
Yeah, okay. All right. Hey, but man, my man Evan snuck back in here for a final word. Evan, what's up, dude?
Whoops. What's up, guys? I know I'm in here at the end, but it was another good free-for-all. What were you guys like ranking your favorite teams like through all the sports there or something?
Yeah, pretty much just like your favorite teams from top to bottom.
Oh shit. Well,
go ahead, get in there.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an interesting topic, isn't it?
I am gonna rank the Jags and the Panthers at 1 because I don't like either of them better than the other, and I will argue with anybody who says you can't like 2 teams because that's bullshit, especially from the same sport.
You kind of can't.
Can though, because I already do it.
No, it's good. You're good, Evan.
Well,
who's next?
Probably the Lakers.
Oh yeah, the Lakers.
I would say it's the Timberwolves just because I'm from Minnesota. So I'm a Lakers fan through and through, but I also like the Timberwolves because I'm from Minnesota.
The Lakers from Minnesota too. So
I mean, yeah, that's the funny thing is they're originally from Minnesota. To think, I mean, they probably wouldn't have won 17 titles if they stayed in Minnesota, but to think if they still did, the Minnesota team would have 17 rings. But anyways,
Then I would say it's the Twins for baseball, and then the Minnesota Wild.
Okay. All right. I like that. That's a good list.
Oh wait, actually, I didn't.
Y'all got way longer list than me because I don't even like that many sports.
He forgot the Tigers. He forgot
to add in Clemson right underneath the Jags and the Panthers as 1B.
Okay.
Adding Clemson.
All right.
Nah, hell no. My Buckeyes stand out 1-1 on me, man.
Bro,
They
I got my
hold that
fucking.
time.
Yo, I'm a Panthers podcaster, bro. I got my Panthers #1, and I got my Tigers as like a 1B. But my Panthers are still first, man. But yeah, no.
Over your precious Clemson Tigers.
I mean, bro, I love my Clemson Tigers, man. That's what I'm saying. Those are the only two teams I even cheer for, bro.
You don't watch other sports?
I mean, I'll watch the NBA Finals, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll watch. I just started watching Formula One. I think Formula One is actually kind of dope, man. I like it better than
Who's
NASCAR.
your GOAT?
He said I
LeBron or
watched
MJ?
the finals.
Who's my GOAT?
Yeah.
Fucking MJ, bro. I mean,
He
bro.
said I watched the finals. That got
Bro,
me
yeah, you know
weak,
what's funny though? Tony always talks a gang of shit when I tell him that I'm old enough to remember seeing Michael Jordan play. I was very young, but I am old enough to remember, man. It was early 90s, man. I had to be like 4 or 5 years old. That's one of my earliest memories.
I was in
I
college.
know, bro. I'm fucking old as dirt out here, bro.
Nah,
but you know who I'm not older than? That's right. It's Panther Pickle. The last intro of the night. Pickle. Hey, man. It's just wisdom. That's all. That's all they say.
Y'all know I watched Michael Jordan's first game.
God, Pickle, you're old as dirt.
Did you actually?
Yeah,
I did too.
Only because my brother was a big basketball fan.
I did too.
And my dad said, "Oh yeah, we'll watch it." And I'm like, "Oh God, I hate this."
Yo, Pickle, what was it like when Lincoln was assassinated? Was that like a big deal?
No, you're taking it too far.
They didn't have internet back then.
Oh, all right, my fault.
Yeah.
My fault. I didn't know.
Well, they actually did. My bad. You had to stand on top of the tree and yell to the other guy on the other tree.
Oh, okay.
That was a real route tree.
Oh, that's where you got zapped by lightning all them times. Right?
Yeah, that's
I hear you. All right, Pickle, take us out the show, man. Give us your final
I'm
words.
going to be real here. Okay, I've said this before, and I'm going to be real. As people are getting excited about the Panthers, I want y'all to hear me. Okay, please, I'm begging you. I'll get on my knees if you want me to. I'm begging you. Don't buy merchandise from Panthers.com. Don't buy your merchandise from NFL.
Facts.
Don't waste your hard-earned money on a pro sports team who are only out to get more profit. If you want to waste money on an object to show your fanhood, go buy something from your favorite podcaster on YouTube because they deserve it. I like C3. 704's got merch. A lot of these boys have got merch. Okay, put your hard-earned money to people who truly appreciate it. Because I guarantee you'll get a thank you from Twan. You'll get a thank you from Cody and Tony. You damn sure won't even get a look or a word of anything from David Tepper. He don't even know you exist. So stop wasting your hard-earned money on them. They don't deserve it.
Tell him.
You told me this too late, Pickle.
Yeah, I've said it before.
It's too late, man.
You don't listen. But, what can I say?
All right.
So that's just what I want to say, y'all.
Get a shut the hell up shirt. Those are.
I was gonna buy that new draft hat they just put out, but just like Pickle just said, then I was just like, I promised myself I wasn't gonna buy their stuff.
Our dad was on the site like a few days ago.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like the Panthers. It's one of those things where the Panthers got good gear, man. Like even though the team sucks, like the shit that they do put out is dope.
I have to get the hat.
The
Hey,
draft
shout
hats
out.
are cool. The draft hats are really
Yeah,
good.
but here's the catch. Here's the
You
catch.
just
Okay?
got it.
If you wait till after the draft, right around after July and August when training camp start, the training camp cats come out, and they'll want to get that draft cat shit off the shelf, and they'll knock that price in half.
Oh, I know. That's when I buy it, but I still have to have it.
Exactly. So
yeah, have to have it.
Shout out to Dan Floyd in the chat who said, "I am the JJ Jansen of C3." I remember when we traded for JJ Jansen from the Packers.
Yep.
I said, "What the fuck? We traded for a fucking long snapper." I blew up.
Yeah,
And he's the most tenured Panther ever.
I did.
All right, man. But look,
Pickle, I lost it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Look, we appreciate y'all. This has been another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. My name is Cody Lashney. Hey, man, this show is for the fans, by the fans. We appreciate y'all. Hey, join for $1.99. And, bro, we would just put out a brand new film room on Xavier Worthy, Xavier Leggett, Adonai Mitchell, and Keon Coleman for only $1.99. And we're going to be putting out more in the weeks to come. We're going to be filming more of these, man. So for $1.99 a month, hit up that content. Man, we appreciate y'all. We will be back this Tuesday night at 9 p.m. for another edition of the C3 Panthers Podcast. My name is Cody Lashney. C3 Nation, keep pounding.